Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma over here at Loglands on the day of the big dig, and just at a point where I've done all the other stuff that I could do, and I was like, let's just start the stream early because I've been over here kind of getting ahead of it a little bit and doing some of the digging, and yeah, just wanted to get started on what we're doing today, which is clearing out as much of this as possible, really. Just great, thank you for the bananas, Chiwi Pepper, Hero Blender, 4Gil. Thanks for letting me know that we are indeed live. As you will see, I'm just kind of, I don't know, working on this area over here, let's say. And apparently missing a block. Right. Is that taken care of? Uh-huh. Welcome to the peeps tuning in. Hope you all had a good Saturday so far. Ooh, we got some water here. Oh yeah, that's the problem with this terrain. There's like loads of watery bits here and there as we start to dig it out. Yep, there's some more. All needs filling in as we go further and further down. Gonna have to use stone, I think. So, something I didn't think about for this project, but I'm not providing like any tools. I haven't made a bunch. I don't really have the, you know, all the villagers for trades for easy tools and stuff, because the one at the spawn chunks are gone. But I could have perhaps provided everyone with some tools, but I haven't. So we'll probably take plenty of trips to the end dimension today. That's what I anticipate. How's my day going? Pretty good. Isn't this the big dig bigger? I think the big dig of season 5 is way bigger than what we're doing here. But I don't know, I haven't measured it. But that was a pretty extraordinary dig. Pretty extraordinary. How am I insta mining? Well, I got the beacon, I got the netherite pick. Like we have the facilities in place for it. Time to put on some windrows and pretend X is a dwarf. I don't know what windrows is. It's some sort of dwarven thing. I mean, since you're pretending I'm a dwarf. Twin Blade says, oh, I never knew that's what the beacon did. Oh yeah, the beacon can give you haste and speed as well. Beacons are great. Gotta have beacons. Apparently I underpaid for the beacons at Ren's shop. I could have sworn he said they were a diamond block per beacon, or did I read it, you know? But apparently I'm mistaken. Any mega farm plans? Just the ones I've been expressing in my videos, I guess. Eversteru, thank you so much for 32 months, my dude. Diggy time, yes it is. Yes it is. Keep these torches down. The water keeps flooding them away. Speaking of which, there goes another one. Lahindala is here for 3 months, saying good evening, everybody. Good evening, Lahindala, whose name I'm probably butchering. We've got a suggestion for sponges. Yeah, I don't have any sponges. Yeah, I don't have any of those at all. When a sponge shop opens up, I will definitely be buying some. It's my inventory thought. I think I'm not picking anything up, so it probably is. Oh, if we come all the... Oh, right, okay. Sort of lost my... sense of direction a little bit there. I didn't realise we'd come all the way over. So this bit here is kind of where I've been dumping items for now. I think what we're going to end up with is just tons of stuff. Sort of like random chests everywhere. After these ones fill up anyway. By the way, we've got to use the smelter today. Apply for a permit. For what? What do I need to apply for a permit for? Why? I do not recall suggesting selling anything. That's definitely 5 streams worth of content. What's 5 streams worth of content? I don't know. The Hinderler says, apologies, I meant for a sponge permit. I don't think there is one yet. There's a sponge permit. Someone's got that. Is your resolution a bit stretched or am I tripping? It's not stretched at all. It's perfectly fine. Okay, missed a bit there. It's easy to miss one of those. I mean, technically this hole doesn't have to have like a perfect border or anything, but I figured we'll just put one in place. And everything else can come together around it. Hi, X from Niagara Falls, Canada, says Anja the cat. I always thought Niagara Falls was in America. Is it just very close to America? Also, I'm literally picturing you, like, within sight of the waterfall, which is probably not the case. There's probably more to that area than just that. But what can I say? I am ignorant. By the way, I got a hot cup of tea. Perfect time to start drinking it as well. It's on the border. Oh, okay. There are two falls, one in Canada and one in US. Oh, all right. It's quite a sight, of course. Quite incredible. Any podcasts I listen to while digging or just listen to music? Today I was just watching some more Deep Space Nine. I'm enjoying rewatching it. You kind of rethink the episodes a little bit, because when you know the full story, like you realize how each episode like serves a bit of a purpose to set certain ideas and things up. Caesar is here for 41 months. Greetings from Brazil, X. Have an amazing stream. Thank you. Yeah. I plan on having a good one. It should be great. Today, hanging out with the hermits, doing some digging. Looking forward to it. I did plan on doing like a quiz, and then when I started working on the questions for the quiz, I realized that it would just like take me so much time, and I didn't really have that time. So then I was like, okay, well, we've got the stats lectern on the server, so we'll make use of that. I tried to get that set up, and it's broken at the moment, so I think we're just going to be hanging out. Like, we had some plans to be, like, hosting a quiz and stuff, but I think those are kind of fallen through now. It's pretty typical. But yeah, I was reading the wiki and, like, just pulling out some stats and stuff earlier, and but then I was kind of thinking, like, it's not the most exciting thing. I don't know. Might be an idea we come back to. Like, maybe later on I'll make a Minecraft quiz of some sort. Yeah, we're about to encounter a lot of water in this spot here, it seems like. So I might move through to a different area. Also, my pick's going to need a repair before long. Not long at all. Do you remember the theme song to Star Trek TNG? Oh, you know, that music is burned into my soul. I adore it. It's incredible. Bella T, thank you so much for 66 months. Happy weekend, X. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's the weekend for me though. Like, being my own boss. It's kind of like every day's just the day. Which I like. I like it. Alright. I want to drink more of this tea. That's what I like right now. Whoops. Getting a bit crazy on the border there. The inventory's full again. You don't know what time zone I'm in. I'm in the GMT time zone, so it's currently 6:45. 7 is when the official event here kicks off. Thought I'd start early, you know. What sort of tea have I got? Just a decaf. Just a decaf. If it's towards the evening, I have a decaf, you know. Wait, X, you're British, says Spoonermator. Yeah, I'm British, mate. Jeez. Is there a designated day you keep as your weekend where you don't work? No, I don't. Every day is... I treat like this, that I call my job, as just the thing that I do. So I do it every day. And that's the same for all the things that I do. It's like every day there's, you know, guitar if I can do it, there's exercise or whatever, and, you know, other stuff comes here and there, but this is just part of, like, my everyday. Maybe not streaming, though. Streaming's, like, every other day, sometimes 2 or 3 days in between. Yeah, I don't, like, have a don't do anything time. Like, I always... Like, time is for doing things, you know what I mean? Don't know how to describe it, really, like... Because I know what it's like, when I worked a job, it was like... At the weekend, I would, you know... Or whenever your time off was, you just wouldn't do anything. But, like, now I look at it as, like, time is your only resource, and... Like, what are you doing with it? It's got to go towards something. It's got to be a part of something. Of course, there's time for rest and relaxation, but like not once a week. It's like always doing the things I love, like creating videos and doing Minecrafty stuff, playing guitar, whatever. I made pizza for dinner and chocolate pudding for dessert. I'm all set for your stream. Damn, that sounds like a treat right there. Terminator, thank you so much for 61 months, my dude. Much appreciated. We also got Becca11 here for 41. Hey, Osazumi, it is joke time. Why don't you ever see hippos hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it. Sorry. I was reading that so carefully, like thinking, when am I going to spot where the joke is? Like, and then I go to the next line, the very last bit, which is just it. Because they're not... Because they're really good at it. Oh, okay. You know who's really good at hiding? Ninjas. I always used to make the joke of, like, there's 5 ninjas in the room, or whatever. Ben Shadowbolt, thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. Thank you for supporting the channel. Now this is what I want from this dig today. Lots of this stuff. Alright, then it can get smelted and sold. Joke time. What do bees use to style their hair? None of your beeswax, they use their own. Thought that was going in a none of your business kind of direction. I like it. I like it. Misdirection can be good for a joke. So X, what's your theme this season? What are you planning? I've very much been in the Magic Mountain group for the start of season 10. I've just been doing what I've been doing, right? My only big project plan is here. With Loglands and all that we're going to do inside of it. So, so yeah. That is what that is. But it's a lot more just take it as we go, you know? I don't have any crazy big plans like I might have done in the past. Just sort of seeing how it all comes together. Anyway, this is ironically what we're doing right now. Something that I said I didn't want to do again after last season. Digging a big hole, like underground for stuff. But the way like the idea for Loglands came together, it just ended up making sense to put it all underground, really. So here it is. I think I know in season 11, like I'm actually gonna have a hard rule of like, don't do this at all, because like I feel like it's nice to do grindy stuff like this in this game, but you could spend this time purely focused on something creative. So I feel like season 11's goal will be to absolutely minimize this type of gameplay and maximize more creative building. But once we get this big project out of the way, you know, maybe that's just what this season becomes, right? Like we can just go into builder mode. Becca, thank you for gifting a sub to First 86 Prelude. Much appreciated. You supporting the community. 86, be sure to say thanks in the chat if you're there. And yeah, let's go to the end dimension. So I've been there for like about 45 minutes of digging, and we've got to go to the end. Creative building is also tiring though, says Gamer Myth. True. You can potentially grow tired of that, I guess. I don't know. Well, Steven says, Twitch, why did you wait 15 minutes before sending me this notification? I don't know, man. Like, what is up with these web services and their late notifications, eh? Ix, meant to ask, where's the tutorial video for the shulker farm you and Beef built? You both linked to Ending Credits channel saying you got it from there, but there is no video. No, Ending Credits made the farm, that's all we've said. Ooh. That was like not there for a second and then all of a sudden was there. Yeah, we just used Ending Credits design, that's all. Okay. Someone in chat has posted a very lengthy reply to what I'm guessing is a question about how to join Hermitcraft. Look, you just got to type in the IP address. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. These lot are loud, aren't they? Dunker out. Thank you for gifting a sub to Portorito Blanco. Mucho appreciate. Is X alone doing the big dig? I'm alone at the moment. Ren's just logged in. I imagine he's going to start streaming. And we've invited all the other hermits. I see a few people are logging on, so I think we'll have some people joining us. Day 752 of guessing IP addresses. No success, says Emp Catligger. You're guessing? Why would you be guessing it? Just type in the correct one, you know? Cub just went live. I'm assuming that means he'll join us, but he could just happen to be streaming. We said to the others, you know, record, stream, do whatever you want. It's just a time to hang out together. And, you know, help one another achieve our goals. In the past, we did a big dig for Jevin, I believe. I would log on to the Hermitcraft server, but my internet is a little slow, says Kitty. Oh, I understand, Kitty. That explains why you haven't been on, I see. Hello? Why did it change to... Oh, it's my... This scroll wheel on my mouse, I'll tell you. Changed over to my bow. HHH, but not on a Monday, says Penelope Sky. Yeah, I think HHH is kind of done as a thing. But the spirit of helping each other isn't. It's just... It was really great to do it. Yeah, not everything has to last forever. And it lasted a long time, you know, having a consistent spot to pop on, hang out, help each other. But I think it's just run its course now, you know? Oh, why am I yawning? Oh, feel like I shouldn't be yawning. Feel like I should be full of energy this time of day. Next installment after Weird Hermits. How many hermits work with faulty equipment? Yeah, I mean, I got a faulty mouse. You could say my microphone's faulty. I got another comment today. X, are you using a new microphone? I'm just like, what is it with, like, the sound quality? Just, ugh. Don't know what to do about it. I should really get a, bed. Oh wait, I've got one here. I'll put that at location because there's probably going to be several trips to the end for XP. God's Reed, thank you so much for 20 months, my dude. Excited for the dig. Me too. Me too. I'm excited to see that place open up, you know. X, are you wearing new shoes? I don't know, it sounds different. Oh, gosh, don't even. Don't even. I think, Wells, there's like a broken portal there. That's a very broken looking portal. Maybe, oh, actually, that's the one that keeps connecting to the mail system, so. Okay, that wasn't Wells. I'm supposed to add something over here. I'm glad I spotted it, because I might as well do it now. We got a red thing here. Red. X's witch farm. And then we got a diet. Now, I don't think anyone else needs to really know where it goes, because it's just my farm. But it might as well be signposted. Oh, and glow? Oh, chest monsters. See what I mean about inventory management? Like, imagine like dyes and glows are just an invisible currency that you hold somewhere out of sight. And then instead of having to shuffle stuff around all the time, you know. I guess then you end up with the problem of like having a GUI to tell it what color you want. Anyway. I think these things could be a little better. Isn't raining eclipse? Thank you for the prime, and Stapio, thank you for using the prime as well. Welcome, peeps. I'll see y'all tuning in. What song is playing? It will be written in the bottom left of the stream for you. X, did you get a new mask? It looks great. Thanks. I did get a new mask. It does look great, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and dig across some of the front here. This was something I wanted to do, like get some of the stone. Oh. Dang it! Dang it! Ah! Don't get trapped. I'm live. It's not a good time for this. Okay. Right. I might be able to fix this by doing this. Oh, well, that was simple. That was simple. That's important that we get some bamboo down there as well. Maddie, Pixie, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hi. Cub's here. But also...
Hey,
muted.
what's up, X?
Hey, Cub. Hey.
X, there's a lot of clicking going on here, man. Do you know what's going on with this?
Yeah, this farm, it needs like constant excavation or it can potentially break. So okay. The clicking is necessary. I have a resource pack to turn the sound volume down a little bit.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, maybe one day we can move it. If I'd have known that, you know, because it was just one dispenser or two originally, I could have put it over there somewhere. But yeah, it can get moved maybe. But it's providing a lot of wool, that's for sure.
It is a lot of clicking. Yeah, it is a lot of clicking.
If you want to add any colored tracks to portals and stuff, feel free to like take the wool, to make carpets here in the Nether.
Oh, okay, yeah, that might be useful actually. Yeah.
That's my compromise. That's how I get away with the clicking.
I see.
Well,
is this the way to Logland?
This is the Logland portal, yeah.
All right.
Logland is best seen from above to get a sense of what it is. So if you want to like fly up above the stump and have a look, like it's a great view.
Yeah, let's see.
There goes Cub. Kind of maybe need a channel.
Gigantic tree. Hey, Wills. Actually, it looks like a giant tree. Stump.
It's a tree stump. Yeah, it doesn't go any higher than that. That's kind of it.
That's the max height?
I think so, yeah.
Gotcha.
So the idea is that like when we finish the details, it's like a tree stump with stuff growing on it and whatnot.
Okay.
That's why there's still some like holes in the ground. It's just there's going to be things built eventually. But yeah, it's the underground area that we need help with. Down here, we need tons of space for building farms. So we're just if you look around, there's like a circular border.
Yep.
And then there's 2 lots of beacons to reach the whole area, and then we just got to dig out, you know, down to deep slate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet.
There's a lot to be done.
Just down to the deep slate, not down to bedrock.
I think deep slate will be good enough. It also kind of like if we get it done really quick, maybe go down a little further. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking once we get to the deep slate level, I'm probably gonna stop there.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
We should make a voice group.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is big enough that we won't be able to hear each other when we're put up.
Yep.
There we go.
Made the group. All right.
Howdy, y'all. I'm excited. Whoa, Cub, your face
Joe.
is like amazing.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Colorful.
A little. There's been some accidents with dyes at the factory, so.
Clearly.
You know how it
What's
is.
the best portal to come through to see y'all?
Hello.
It's a mess.
Can you hear us?
It's an absolute
Yeah, I
disaster.
can hear you. Is there a... Oh, there's an Xisuma.
Ren, your sounds are coming through, it sounds like. Alerts or something, maybe?
Oh, are they? Okay. Yes.
I think
yes,
so.
I
Yep.
will.
Hey Joe, I'm in the Nether.
Uh-huh. I've heard of it.
Are you in the Nether? Yeah, I was trying to listen to you and Ren and Hypno
Hello.
sound up, so it was like I heard you say something about like the Nether.
Yeah, I was asking which portal to take, but I just found the one that takes me to your house anyway, so I'm just gonna do that.
Oh, okay. You know where Loglands is from there then?
Yeah, it's
Working
over
on a
like
Saturday,
toward
aren't we?
impulses.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it.
Cool.
Also, Characoon here with the Prime sub. Thank you so much, guys. I think we're all caught up. With the level 5 hype trait to the face. Ms. Moddy
I can
says
hear
in
Ren
19
stream.
months, stream to clean the house. Yes, indeed.
Guys, I think to start off this, we
All
gotta
right,
shoot off some
the hermits
fireworks.
are getting cross with me,
gonna
everybody.
give
I
you
need to go
guys-
join in the group. Guys, thanks so much for all
A
of the
couple
love
fireworks each.
and for
I
the
like this idea
beautiful,
a lot.
beautiful hype.
Fireworks hype!
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
Big shout out to Jono, Jono, who is currently
okay, so
chilling.
Ren.
just as,
All right,
as a
let's go.
question for
Let's join the group.
Xisuma, do you guys
Hello,
need the
diggers.
materials that we dig up?
You can keep
Ow.
everything, but I would love it if you would donate some copper.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just need like the stone.
Oh yeah, that stuff definitely. Yeah, I mean all the other coal and whatever it is, iron you can take.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of that coal and copper. Need some of
There's
that.
well the copper, you know, like donations would be greatly appreciated.
How's it going,
I'm in a
Xisuma?
hole.
We'll split it. We'll split it.
That's how it's going. I'm in a hole.
How did you even fall in there? Oh, okay, I
Professional
see.
Minecrafters here.
There we go. Professionals all around.
Ren, a moment ago I could hear all your stream sounds, but they've gone
Yeah,
now.
I've fixed it. Everything. I fixed it. I hate audio. I hate
Three
it all.
ender pearls.
Ooh.
300 pearls?
Oh, I've been given mint chocolate creeper. Wow, dang.
Anybody happen to have a blaze rat on them? I accidentally broke my ender chest, so I need to make an eye of ender.
Here, take that one.
Hey, where you guys at?
Oh, okay, thanks.
Just plonking into chests everywhere.
Where you guys at?
You know where the giant
hi, Jeff.
stump is?
Oh,
You live next door to Loglands.
Be over.
Anyway, pick a spot, start digging.
Right.
There
Xisuma,
are-
have you,
there
have
are,
you
like-
explained what's happening to everybody?
No, not really, I guess. This is the
Okay.
spot that we're digging. The key detail probably is just to look around and notice that there's like a circle border to this whole area, and it's like that border downwards, straight down to Deep Slate is kind of the goal. There is a few things to watch out for, but you can see like here I've prepped and just, you know, there's a farm here, and so I've put the cobblestone down and whatnot.
You're saying don't dig the farms. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, well,
Don't
in
break
its
the farms.
previous state, it could have easily been broken into, so I figured best to protect that. And then,
Yeah.
All right.
That's good thinking.
same over here, all of this has been dug out where the bamboo farm is, so...
May I
Ooh.
suggest that we do a little bit of pre-preparation, i.e. a spot where we can dump all the stuff, because there's going to be a
Well,
lot.
I had a
Of
plan
stuff.
for
I
that, Ren.
was just preparing for that too.
I got
So
a
I'm
stack
glad we
of
have
chests
pre-plans
with
for
me,
that.
and I was just going to put
Okay.
them down whenever someone needed them, and then later on I was going to get you to clean up the chaos that gets left behind.
Me? I just come and do the hoovering.
Yeah. No, having a
Sounds like
structured
Ren
plan is a
diggity
good
slog.
idea.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Ren, here, you take over this because my idea was clearly terrible. There's some chests.
Okay. I will.
liked it. I thought it was a great idea.
I will find a spot for us to. So we're digging out this entire circle, basically.
Correct.
So we can't put them down here. How attached are we to the log platforms right now?
Oh yeah, we still
Above.
want that for a while.
You still want that for a while? Okay, fine. Leave it with
Plan
me.
is being made on the fly. I love it.
I mean, it's Hermitcraft, Cub. Even if we spent 4 hours pre-planning it, we changed it on the fly anyway.
That is very true,
That's
Joe.
true. That's true.
Do we need night vision potions here?
Ooh, that's great thinking, Cub. Yes.
As-
Yeah, I really want phantoms to attack us because we waited too long and didn't sleep. I love this.
As the torches drop, I just place them down again. Maybe that gets a bit annoying. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you got potions, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use some night vision potions.
So we're just going
think
for it,
that's a
right?
great
Just
idea.
everything
Yeah.
in the center here gets deleted.
Exactly. Just
much.
delete everything. Not the ground
Delete.
underneath me, though, X. Jeez.
I'll join in a second. I'm just finishing.
I am.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, I want a Spleef friend. This sounds amazing. Hold on.
I already
where's-
split
Yeah.
Jevin.
We're playing Spleef right
We'll
now.
make a little mini game out of it.
I'm just
Yeah,
putting
it's
in
like
a
how I
little
know you're
cobble.
retarded on your
This is
minigame,
very
but we just wanna play
reminiscent
this.
of,
Yep.
This is very reminiscent of season 8 when I dug out my base. And had it
What
around.
is this?
It is, yeah.
Lapis at 61?
Oh, dude,
Historic
it spawns.
lapis. You seen
It
this?
spawns so high in this area.
Yeah.
Hypno,
Yep.
you just spleefed me and I just found another lapis.
Did I?
Truly blessed.
Or did you? Nice.
Literally right here.
Oh,
We're gonna find
wait.
some very tasty smooth stone diamonds.
Oh, I need one
Oh,
of those.
yeah.
I've actually been
very
pinching
exciting.
all of those. When you get down to that level,
What a
I've already been
guy,
digging
dude.
down there.
Oh, Xisuma.
Don't take them all, X. What are you doing?
Zuma's already got him.
Well, I
We need to
wanted
pay
to.
these people somehow, X. Jeez.
I wanted to put it in a build for aesthetics, right? And then I realized I didn't have any, and then I spent like half a day just down there mining over and over again. It took ages to find some, but I got them.
That's amazing.
So where'd you place them in your build so I can go mine them?
They're on the front of the sales shop,
Oh, okay.
which you should totally visit, Hypno. Yeah, definitely head
You
over
said
there.
snail shop?
Snail shop,
What did you say?
sales shop.
Sale shop. Oh.
Are you the one that's been selling all these snails to Scar? That boy has a problem with buying too many snails, clearly.
He does.
Just
Blow
about
his
to
whole
say,
budget on 'em.
with all these
been an
snails
issue.
popping up, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a snail shop.
Xisuma,
There
I'm
should
pleased to
be,
announce
if there
that,
isn't one.
The beacon shop has now entered the second statue.
Oh, lovely. I will have to go check the mail and send you an email and a fax to confirm that there's a
Excellent.
trophy in the post.
Excellent.
All the things.
Yeah, guys, you got to get your trophies going. It is so satisfying, like, you know, trying to get your shop to make the sales, and then when you get the sales, it just feels so good. It's awesome.
My shop has been in the shopping district for like 3 hours and I haven't had a sale yet. What the heck?
Which one? When did you
I sold
Great
3
glass.
Elytra.
Step it up.
Sold 3 Elytra the first day. Just out here making diamonds.
Yo, that's pretty good.
Nice.
75
That's really
diamonds.
Ding, 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 ding.
Nice.
What Y level
Really
are we
good.
going down to?
All of them.
Jevin, you already got
Yes.
like
Bedrock?
level 2
Yes,
trophy.
Joe. No, I think we're
No,
going to
deep
the deep
slate.
slate.
Oh,
To
it's
0.
split.
Okay, everybody, I have made a storage chamber at the very top of the giant circle thing, near the entrance bit.
The problem with that is I've got to travel up here to put them in. Oh,
Yeah.
That's slowing down the
I didn't
mining
get any
rate.
of the celebratory fireworks. Next time I,
I
see
mean,
you, if
you
you
know.
could toss me some. Oh,
I'm
there you
messing
are.
with you, I'm messing
You
with you.
need some fireworks, Joe?
Yeah, because like I've only got one on
got
me,
you.
and like
gonna
you know,
be
I don't want to hit
enough.
hypno with
Hey!
it. Oh, whoops! I
Hang
hit
on,
hypno
hang
with
on.
it.
I'm gonna
So-
get you.
Oh,
He
if
just
anyone...
aimed it at me, Joe.
There you go, Joe.
I
What the
didn't hear you, but it
Whoops.
was multi-shot. I didn't realize it was multi-shot. So I was off center, but the one on the left hit you.
It's all good. It's all
If
good.
anyone wants some
Awful.
free tool repairs, there's actually a bunch of skeletons sitting up here waiting to be killed.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Stop
I love
where
killing
I'm at.
skeletons. Oh, creeper.
X, I have a question.
Oh,
Whoa, that was
that's so
awesome.
I
cool,
have,
Cub.
I have a question
That's
about
nice.
Minecraft X or Cub.
Question about
When you're
Minecraft.
Underwater, does the warden sound different? Because I'm not like last night on stream, we were exploring ancient cities, and I found a half-submerged ancient city, like fully underwater, and the
Oh, wow.
warden sounded 10 times scarier. I don't know if like it was just like that area, but do you know anything about that? Like, does
What,
it
the whole
matter?
thing was underwater?
About half of it was. It was like
Wow.
like half of it was blocked off, and I was just like swimming through and grabbing the loot. But the wardens were
kinda wild.
terrifying sounding. Like it was
That
like
is-
10 times worse.
I don't have a proper answer for you, but I do know that Mojang have put a lot of care into sounds in this game, like directional sounds, tons of like variations for different blocks and actions. So it's entirely possible. I would recommend just firing up a creative world and like
yeah.
recreating and like getting a recording of it and just comparing like side by side. And
I would recommend going back
See
to that
what's
same
wrong.
ancient city and trying it out.
Yeah. No, like for real, probably one of the scariest sounds I've ever heard. It sounded like 4 wardens at once screaming at you. It was so
Wow.
terrifying.
wow.
You
Yeah.
could give
Yeah.
like haunted ancient city tours,
That's pretty cool.
undersea ancient city tours,
Yeah.
10 diamonds,
Come out 12,000
Whoop,
blocks to
up.
my ancient city.
Problems.
12,000 blocks under the sea. I don't know.
it's
There's
fine.
something here.
Do you guys remember back to the what time period is this? I'm thinking maybe between 1.8 and 1.13 maybe. Whenever the updates came out, they made these like massive chunk errors in your single player worlds. Do you remember this? Maybe it
Oh,
was
yeah.
earlier versions than
No,
this.
I remember that. Yeah.
I definitely do, yeah.
Yep.
I remember the craziest chunk load error that happened in my single player world is that I loaded a new chunk with an ocean monument in a mountain.
Oh my god.
Like not in, it wasn't submerged at all. It was just in the side of a mountain.
It was kind of cool when it happened like that, though.
Yeah, it was quite a
B-dubs.
common thing that happened, I think, that particular bug.
I'm pretty sure B-dubs had the same thing happen in his the B-dubs. Like the
True, I kind of remember that,
I
yeah.
vaguely remember him like going into a mountain and
Didn't
having,
Etho
like-
have that, a bounding box, and then he built a farm with it where it was like on a desert or something?
maybe?
I don't know. I think
Not
Etho
sure.
built his
Not sure.
monument in like a river.
Oh
Yeah, those were
no,
crazy
maybe it's a
times
river.
back then,
Yeah, for sure.
Who's Etho?
Some guy plays on this server you might have heard of.
The guy.
It sounds,
Etho
it sounds,
Mama?
pretty
Does that
cool.
work?
Like you'd update your world and you just, you'd be excited for the new stuff, but you'd also know that something was probably broken.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was like
isn't he
like
that,
mixed feelings.
Isn't he that guy that holds his mouse really weird or something like that?
Etho's
Yeah.
workspace, is it?
Something like that.
I don't know how that became a big thing.
It does seem really strange, but
It's like all of this like
it is what it is.
weird keybinds and all that kind of stuff. Like it got so blown up.
Clearly
It's
works
such
for
a
him.
simple thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren, I think that the chests you put over here are already full. Or maybe I'm in
That
the wrong
cannot
place.
be.
Okay, wait.
No, no, no. In this, it's like. Hold on. I'll put some torches all over it. It's
Yeah,
a
but
wall
maybe,
of
maybe
spruce.
type the coordinates. Okay, wall of spruce. Okay, so
Kind
not near
of.
the stairs.
Oh, Jeff,
Like
could
an,
you
an
say hello?
entrance of spruce, I
Say
suppose.
some words and stuff for me.
Hello? Hello?
Oh my god.
Where you
Like,
at, Joe?
like
There we
Oh,
go.
I see you now.
Jevin,
Coming
you
your way.
sound the loudest out of everyone here in my ears, okay?
But I've
And you are
not
the
changed my sound
quietest by a ridiculous amount when I record, and apparently on my stream right now. It is so strange how this happens on all the audio stuff we use. Like, it's the same with recording in Discord or whatever we used in the past, right?
setting. Yeah.
You hear it one way in your ears, and your recording is just can be wildly different.
Jeb, what mic do you use?
Sure, SM7B.
Okay, so it's not like some weird obscure mic. It is the industry standard mic that we all use.
Oh,
Sure,
dude,
I
that's the
have-
one
so I have,
Michael Jackson recorded Thriller on, isn't it?
Literally no idea. I
Maybe?
have a Shure,
The
Maybe?
Shure, you said Shure SMB, right?
Yeah,
7B,
SM7B.
yeah.
That's what I
That's
use
the
as
one,
well.
man. That's the one.
So I have the Shure. For my mixer, I use a Go XLR, and then I have a cloud lifter that gives me clean gain to the microphone. So.
Hmm.
You
In
thinking
my
there
stream,
might be
Jeff
some sort of
sounds-
like
sounds
setup
great.
commonality here?
Nice.
I've
So
heard some
the-
really good things about those cloud lifters. I don't
Cloud
use
lifter
them
is
because mine has
just
phantom power, but
It's an amplifier, basically.
Yeah, it's like a small box, and it just has a female plug and then a male plug on one side, and you just plug it in on the way from the mic to the input of your mixer, and it just gives you extra gain. Because when I was doing research into microphones, the Shure was like obviously the best one, but a lot of people recommended that it was like kind of low sounding, so that you should do the cloud lifter. So that's what I got.
Sweet.
Yeah.
See.
So,
I don't
not
think
been
it's
too
your
bad.
gear and your setup. I think it's some weird internet thing. I don't know, some sort of connection
Maybe.
thing that causes the audio to have different levels.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's super.
I
weird.
mean, like, whatever you hear in your headphones should be like how it's recorded, right? Unless you got a weird headphone thing going on, I would think.
well, yeah. I mean, like I've got separate headphone out. Like my headphones have like their own volume control on them. That might not be synchronized exactly with what's going into the recording. You know what I mean?
The way my recording setup is, everything I hear in my headphones is exactly how it gets recorded. There's like no variance. Like my
That's what
voice
mine
is
is.
exactly the
Pretty
same
close
as
to
like what's
that, yeah.
recorded. So
So you don't have this issue where like you.
nope.
Nah. Okay. Interesting.
Whatever
I
it
used
is,
to have
nope.
mine set up the way
Nope.
you do Hypno, but I upgraded and got fancy, and then
Yeah.
have these
It's like we
problems
love
now.
taking things that work and making them worse. There's no problem we Hermits cannot exacerbate.
I haven't I set my audio settings a very long time ago and just haven't touched it since, and it just never changes, so it never breaks. So
I recorded a good batch of my first ever YouTube videos on one of those white Windows mics. Do you remember those things?
Oh yeah.
They were
The
just
white
like a
Windows mics.
The
yeah, it was just like a
plastic
little
desk mics
mic on
when
the end of a
multimedia
plastic
computers
stick.
came out. Yeah,
Oh,
we had
wow,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, my dad
My
had one of those for our first
first
computer.
Yeah.
ever video
Windows
was
stuff.
recorded on a Rock Band microphone.
Rock band. Let's go.
Really?
I
Wow.
mean, my first one was recorded on my iPhone headphones. I plugged them
Yeah.
into my little Mac Mini and said, "Let's go."
Eventually switching to a Turtle Beach headset.
I think I had a Logitech.
webcam.
Yeah, I had, that's what I had. I think.
Yeah.
I had
Well-
some cheap headset. I don't know. It was like Plantronics or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
You recorded through a webcam, Cub?
I think
Like
for
the audio?
the first video I did, I'm pretty
Wow.
sure it was through something like that. Then I got like one of those cheap headsets, like $20 headsets.
Yeah, it was a lot for me. It was a Logitech D270 webcam, a 720p webcam that I was using for audio only, no video.
It's so crazy though, you know, like when YouTube first started and we all started doing this, it wasn't like all of this equipment was easily available on Amazon like it is now, right? I don't even know if Amazon was really up and running then. Like, if you wanted to find this
Well, if they
equipment,
sold
like,
books.
yeah, they were selling books, right? But it's not like they were selling Shure microphones. Like, if you wanted to find any information about what equipment to use to record for Minecraft or for YouTube videos, for example, there was like hardly any information at all.
Yep.
I mean, there was a ton when I started. I think I got started.
I bought my first microphone. I don't know if this was an Amazon time or not, but it was a gift from my now ex-wife at the time from Groupon. I got a snowball as a present from her because it was like unsafe.
Good old blue microphones.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I started streaming back in 2008, which was like 3 years before I started on YouTube, I was just using my iPhone headphones, and you know, given the quality of streams in general in 2008, it was fine. You know, nobody cared.
Dude, streaming back then was, or like even in 2011 was so tough. Like,
Well,
I had
and,
I had a crappy laptop, and you had to use the like Adobe encoder and then
Yep,
send it to Justin
FMLE.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, and like my laptop wasn't great at the time, so like bare minimum settings to even get it to work.
Some of those encoders were kind of shady too. Like they didn't
Yeah.
really.
I just used the Adobe one because I
Yeah.
already had the Adobe account or whatever.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
called the like Flash encoder, wasn't it, or
Flash
something?
Media Live
it was
encoder,
it was
FMLE.
like Adobe Flash Media Live encoder. Yeah.
I
Okay.
remember
Run that,
using.
and,
Yeah, I don't think I ever
using
used that. I
Windows-
used XSplit.
I remember
that was
XSplit.
after, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember using Windows Movie Make to edit
Yep.
my first video.
Oh, dude,
I think
I
my
used
first
that for
Terraria
so
series-
long. Windows Live.
Yeah,
Movie Maker.
Windows
That
Movie
was
Maker
really
was
good.
awesome.
Yep.
It was
I
great,
used,
and then they eventually just like stopped.
There is still a way to install it, and I would honestly, I'd recommend something like that for someone who's just starting out. 'Cause it's so simple
I
to
started
understand.
off on iMovie.
There's
It's like iMovie comes with every Mac, and it's all you need to get started.
Yeah.
You know.
I used a program called Cyberlink Power Director for the first 400
Oh,
videos, and
I had
was
that.
Like $80. It was like $80, and it worked perfect.
I've
So,
heard really good things about
Nice.
DaVinci Resolve, which is
Yeah.
a free editing software. I've never used it myself, but I've heard.
I'm pretty sure Etho uses that or something like
Yeah, I
that.
think so.
Yeah, it's free.
I'm still
Yeah.
using Sony Vegas.
Like that.
I got off that
Good
a
old
long
Sony
time
Vegas.
ago because
That's
I
what I'm
got tired of my rendering taking like an hour and a half or something. Like
Premiere
it just
Pro, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, that
me too.
sounds like
Me
it
too.
ain't set up properly. Like
no,
my
I just
renders
did
take
not
about
use
half
the
time
video
of the
card
video.
for acceleration.
Ah, yeah, you got to tell it to do that.
Well, yeah. That's one
Azuma,
thing
you
though, that I
would-
think like a lot of newer creators don't like get hung up on is they're like, oh, I gotta have the best gear and this microphone and this
Mm-mm.
software and the computer that's this
You really
good and
don't,
stuff.
yeah.
Well,
Like, I
let's-
can't get started
uh,
until I sound perfect and stuff. It's
Yeah,
like,
Let's
that.
talk struggle bus, right? Like, when I think most of it started, I know for a fact I didn't have a good computer. I had a crappy laptop. To
Mhm.
even get Minecraft to work, I had to use some off-brand recorder that wasn't Fraps. And then back then, it wasn't OptiFine, it was OptiMine, and I had to run that, lowest settings, game booster, everything to get it to work, dude. Render distance was like 2.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
I
even
never
heard
had a
of
problem running
Optimine
Minecraft
before.
ever.
I've
never had that problem.
Laptop, dude.
Oh man, I used to have to record at 360p 24 frames a second.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, I can't do 30 frames a second, but you know what? They're not doing Lord of the Rings at 30 frames a second, so whatever.
Yeah.
People can back off.
There you go.
You
But,
got
like,
you
it's
got to
funny-
remember when we started, it was very different. Like, you know,
Mhm.
like it wasn't seen as like a career option or something people wanted to do. It was very hobbyist,
Oh,
and like
whoops.
Yeah.
a lot of the content
Oh,
we
well.
would have consumed would have had like the same sort of things you'd put up with
Mhm.
bad microphone and audio and stuff like that because it was just kind of its own
but
little
that's
thing.
not true for like everybody though. Like I got started in 2014. Like,
Yeah, I guess it had got a bit more established and competitive by then.
Like I remember when I was getting started, people were saying like Minecraft is so oversaturated. There's 50 billion Minecraft YouTubers already. Like you can never,
They were saying
you can
that
never
when
make
I
a
started in
successful
2011.
channel. Right. Like and that's the thing. And like people are still saying it now too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh,
true.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's like, well, no, it's not.
If you're
Well,
just
one thing
going
too-
in for like a straight let's play with like nothing else, you're just playing the game and nothing special about it, yeah, I could see it, but
I mean,
I think
I
that-
would. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think one of the big things that viewers don't understand is the transition we had to get to where we are. Like, everything now is anything worth doing is worth overdoing. But when we started, it was anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. Just getting it out there, making it at all, was such a huge first step for each of us. And people see how far we are 11 years later or 12 years later, not where we started. And it's kind of one of those things, like, that's one of the reasons I like on the craft streams doing stuff that I'm not great at, to just show people, like, it's okay to go do stuff that you're not great at yet, because that's how you get there, you know?
Absolutely.
Have you guys unlisted or privated like your old videos?
no.
Some
No.
of them, yes.
No,
Only
you
the
can
ones
still
where
watch
I was
my
naughty.
crappy first LP.
I used the curse a lot. So
Yeah,
that
I
was
used-
my reasoning.
I was reasonably naughty during my Terraria days.
Like
don't know.
multiple F bombs every video. So had to cut.
Damn,
those
Jeff.
videos.
Yeah, I don't think I
Joker,
ever dropped an F-bomb. I think I
101
said
months. Thank you so much, my
a
dude.
couple
I love
S
these
words
podcast
throughout
streams.
the early days.
They're
but-
kinda like that, aren't they?
Yeah,
oh my
S
god, who
words.
are
I
you?
know.
I thought
I'm
I
so
knew you, brother.
embarrassed.
This is a bit chaotic. Kathy621, Odin, 2018, Jalethia, whose name I probably butchered. Thank you so much for the support. Haley Bailey. We also had Joel Duggan here with another raid. Thank you again, Joel. If you're still there, it was a while ago. Maddie Pix and RH Golf, all subscribing, supporting. It's always appreciated. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you. And yeah, obviously today's stream's a little different, so there'll be these pauses. What's Loglands, says Rujuice. It is mine and Ren's automated log factory that is going to be built underground.
Yep.
So not much has changed. Got it.
No.
I used to say the word butthole a lot.
I remember that.
But it's only because I like Beavis and Butthead, you know? And my thinking was, like, they say it about 70 times an episode, and that was in the 90s, so, like, surely it's
They-
okay now.
Yeah, and they were
Oh,
on
doesn't it
MTV.
work the other way around?
Yeah. They're
Isn't
on
it- is it-
MTV for crying out loud.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
that's why I
like
talk
stuff
like
that
Dario
flied
all
in
the
the
time.
90s doesn't
Because
anymore?
anything in the 90s is
There's
even
a
True.
lot of stuff from the
True,
90s
true.
that doesn't fly anymore.
Cub, you're only doing 2 high. What are you doing?
I'm only doing
Yeah, do
two.
3 high.
Should I be doing
Yeah,
three
I
high?
like being able to go under the ceiling and then dig straight up. Right, so
Okay,
I'll
that
dig like
works.
a 2-high thing in front of me and then go like run around blasting out the ceiling.
Yeah,
Listen,
Cub
happy
likes doing the
pla-
same thing you're doing, except he likes mining out the floor later. Then
Everybody's got their own technique, okay? Jeez.
So let's all mock each other and criticize each other viciously.
do you,
I think-
do you
I think
even
Joe has
play
the right
Minecraft?
idea.
Hermit's
What the
critique
heck?
mining techniques.
I don't. Oh, wait, maybe we're okay.
Give me
We're
your
gonna have to go
pickaxe.
for
You're
some,
doing it wrong.
Some team item repair strategy
Oh, yeah,
at some
yeah.
point.
There's
Oh,
the
true.
skeleton
I
spawner.
gotta go in a minute soon. Yeah.
That skeleton spawn is not going to do the job,
Nope.
I'm afraid, X.
Anyone
Yeah,
got
it
sponges?
did me alright earlier, but
Doesn't
not for all of
Impulse
us.
have like an experience farm like stalled just over his wall there? We wouldn't even have to go all the way to the end. We could just, you know, have Xisuma and Ren pay a few
Oh.
diamonds for his experience machine.
I did.
Oh, yeah, the ATM.
I
Oh,
did.
yeah,
It's ATM.
I did bring a bed so we could set our spawn, because after you go to the end, then you travel all the way from somewhere. So.
I actually put a bed in the storage
Good
room.
thinking.
for the
Oh,
same
well,
reason.
there you go.
So,
Nice.
yeah, where Ren put all the storage, you
Good
just go
idea.
set your spawn next time you drop stuff off there.
Anyone
Will
got
do.
sponges? There's a water pocket over here that looks like it'll be annoying to fill in by hand.
I don't have sponges.
I don't think so.
I mean,
How big is this water pocket?
Who has the
It's
permit?
not that big, but it's
Start
just
filling it
fairly
in.
deep.
Oh,
There is,
my
there is
goodness,
a
that's
permit for it though, isn't there?
There's a permit. Yep.
Hypno will destroy that pocket.
Name and shame him. Who is it?
Yeah, I do have some sponges. I can go grab some. I'll be right back.
That'd be great.
Hypno, you got
I'm-
everything, dude.
I'm
Like,
sure
where have
we'll
you
run
found
into
time
it.
to get sponges?
I mean, I had to go to the sponge temple.
He's a professional, Ren.
Sponge temple.
The sponge temple.
The sponge temple.
Sponge temple.
What else is it?
Tango has
Yes,
it.
it is.
People saying Tango. Boo. He's been on vacation. He hasn't had time to go get
How
it. Boo.
dare he go on vacation?
Wow.
And with his
Amazing.
family.
Oh,
Oh, they're in on it
how
too, are they?
outrageous.
All
Rabble,
has
rabble,
it.
rabble.
Imagine that.
What are
I
we doing?
propose-
What's this for?
Farms.
Redstone.
Redstone?
I heard that we're getting free logs for helping dig this
Sweet.
for life.
Yeah, I heard.
I mean, I'm just
For
gonna steal
life?
it.
For
I'll just
life.
steal it if I don't get logs for free. So
Rent's like, hang on.
I mean, if you,
Hang on,
if you
hang on,
took
hang on,
us,
hang on.
Wait, hold up.
I was not privy to this deal.
if you took us up on that, I think Doc would be mad, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Doc would not
Well,
be
you're
happy
not
about
selling them.
I was just gonna say. it's
Yeah,
not
no,
like you're getting
we
a
are not
shop.
selling them. This is just
that'll be fine. It'll be all right.
a project for me and Ren, you know?
Like, isn't the rule with the permits that the permit is for specifically setting up a shop in the shopping district?
Exactly. If you're not setting up a shop. So, for example, I have made 110 diamonds just on selling stone, and I don't have the stone permit.
Nice. That's
Joe-
highly
Joe-
illegal, though, Joe.
Yeah, I think
Joe has an
selling
empire
them is
on the
the
server.
problem.
No, I'm selling them to the guy with the permit. I'm
Oh!
Oh, right. Right.
All right, well
Wholesaling.
that is
You're-
probably
you're the
fully legit.
Wholesaling.
He's the
That's
plug.
just good business.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
smart.
the permit is specifically for the shopping district, like for setting up a shop in the shopping.
All right,
district.
Wells,
I
don't be
think
a
you could
narc.
probably set up a shop, you know, like at your base or something, and not in the shopping district, and like you'd be fine.
There is a
try it,
massive
take a
cave
try.
over here.
There's something
I
very
saw it.
satisfying about
Redstone.
hearing the digging noises of like 5 people at the same time.
I'm off
Yep.
to the end.
Spleef and Wells.
It's very cozy.
Oh, I
I
had the
got 'em.
sponges on me the whole time.
Hello. I thought you were a professional.
Oh yeah, that's why they were on me the whole time. I just didn't know they were.
This dig could literally stock my diorite shop for the first stocking.
I mean,
You know,
it
I was
might-
actually
Oh, yeah.
thinking of building one of my shops out of diorite. I've got the calcite permit, and I thought that'll really piss people off.
Call it
I'm not-
the diorite shop as well. Just
I
to
thought
be
about
extra
making the
confusing.
diorite shop just a giant Iskull head, and the diorite comes out of its mouth.
I love that idea.
Like you push the button on the eye, right? The button's like on the eyeball, and then a stack of diorite poops out of his mouth. It's perfect.
Do it.
It's
That would
perfect.
be pretty funny.
Ren, are you going to be playing any RCQs? The season's coming for Pioneer, my man.
No,
It's
no,
this
no,
magic
no.
talk.
This is the year of Hermitcraft. It is grind until I fall over. 2024.
But
That
I
is my
gotta say
plan.
though, you gotta get something where you get out of the house and play with other people occasionally. Like that's what going to these pinball tournaments has been amazing for me because I get to play games with people who don't know me, which is important I think for our sanity. You know, like always being somebody that people recognize is kind of maybe not healthy. You know.
True. No, I go play Commander on a Sunday. But
Cool.
competitive Magic, like competitive MTG, if you're going to play properly, you need to practice, you need to train, you need to like put some time into it if you want to do well.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I've just recently had like a reasonably large epiphany this year about how much I really love doing this and doing what we do. Even though like I've always known this. You know,
think
over the last year or so, my channel started to not do so well, and there was a time toward the end of the last year where I was starting to consider whether I should think about doing something else. And it was just at the edge of me losing all of this that I realized how amazingly special this is and how much I love doing it. And these days I wake up, this is all I want to do. I just want to be on Hermitcraft and make videos for YouTube. Like there's just nothing else that excites me as much as this does.
I'm in a
That's-
similar
that's
place,
great.
Ren. I also think it's the way we just naturally all came closer this season that may have fueled that. At least for
Yep.
me.
Yep.
Like if this were a season, I don't know, 5 or 8 or something, like I'd
Thanks for the
probably be
XP,
like
Kevin.
probably be
No
a bit
problem.
like, you know what I mean? Like I've done this
Yep.
before, but we're all just like becoming best buds and neighbors this season. It's awesome.
I mean, last season with Decked Out and the TCG, it just both of those games just mashed us back together in such a positive way that reinforced a bunch of stuff. I knew that we had fun when we hung out together. It was just hard to find an excuse.
Yeah.
And now that we've all committed to saying, no, we're gonna go out of our way to hang out and do stuff, it's great. Like, I'm
Totally.
just happy about it.
Like for me, the fact that we kind of made like a, not like an official decision, but like kind of a group discussion and a goal to not do, you know, everyone makes the giant mega base, everyone does the most absurd, ridiculous, over the top projects that we possibly can. Like the fact that we all kind of talked about that and agreed, like here's what we doing.
You're cutting out super bad.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you're a little low.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I may have been. But yeah, like the fact that we decided to not do every single project is this ridiculous, over the top, massive mega project that dwarfs what we actually need, and like that pressure being gone is so nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
I've just done a couple of like big projects, but like because that wasn't the mentality from the beginning, like it's just felt more fun to do them. Like they just sort of come about at the right time.
Yep, that's for the same for me. By the way,
Well,
we have a lot of water here.
Yeah,
I've
and, like,
been
that's the
working on
thing,
clearing
it's-
some of it out.
Do it.
and
Where's
like,
the
that's
water at?
Everywhere.
If you get near
that
some
was,
water, let me know where it is and then just avoid it and I'll go clear it out.
I got some sponges.
Oh, Hypno.
Yeah.
Coming
Brilliant.
through.
Hypno's a professional.
So if you find water, tell Hypno. If you find copper, tell me.
Wait, what? If you find copper, tell me.
Oh,
I do.
Oh,
agree with you on the fact
pain.
that,
pain.
I
What happened?
enjoy building
Oh.
big, but you know, knowing that if my colleagues are going to be building small, I have that option has been a lot better for my mental health. Because like I said, I'm still probably going to build big. That's just my nature. I like to, you know, express myself in that manner. But knowing if I wanted to go smaller is like such a healthy thing for my mind.
Well, like that, yeah, that's exactly it. It's not that we can't
Yeah.
do these big mega projects. Like I built an entire castle in a day. You
Yeah,
know, like,
I was gonna say,
um,
like, I like though that we get to determine our own level of involvement with the pace. Because
Yeah,
my
it's
big
the
project
fact
is
that
still a
the-
big project, but I'm chilling, you know,
it's
while I
the,
work
it's
on
the
it.
fact that the mega projects aren't the expectation. You know, like that's the wonderful part that I'm loving so much about this season is that like nobody's gonna raise an eyebrow if you don't have this. You know, you build a farm and it's not something that produces 20,000 items per hour or something. You know, like nobody cares.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fine if
house,
you just want to be a noob, though.
I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing, though.
I mean, did you see my house at the beginning of the season? My first house was made of 5 trap doors, and when I close them, I go inside. It was just a 1x1 house that Jem and Mumbo helped me come up with. It was made out of copper trap doors, so it was expensive, but you
Wait,
know,
I
it's
helped
still. No, I said Jem and,
Oh.
and Mumbo. Sorry.
I don't
Joe,
remember
Joe,
that.
to be honest, with the copper trapdoors, that's worth like 2,000 diamonds. Like that's a
I
lot
mean,
of.
that's a very, very fancy house.
That's a fancy house, yeah.
You have to be rich to look this poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Are copper
Exactly.
trapdoors for copper blocks?
I think there's 6 copper blocks. It's
6
stupid
copper
expensive.
blocks.
There's
54
6
ingots for
copper
2.
blocks?
Out here.
It's
flying.
the same. It's the same for trapdoors, like wooden ones, right? And in the past, I think I've proposed, and there's a vanilla tweaks data pack that changes it to like you get 12 from that. But like now you see it with a more expensive block. It's like now it feels a bit ridiculous, right?
Shouldn't it
mean,
just
that
be like
is-
iron trapdoors where it's
Yeah.
iron ingots or copper ingots or whatever?
That could actually work. Yeah. That would be a much better crafting recipe for it.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, whoever has the copper permit is not going to want that changed anytime
Well,
soon.
obviously,
No.
yeah. but-
Assume was biased.
No, no,
I
no,
knew
no,
it.
no, no, no. It means you can build more with the copper that I'm selling. So I'd be happy
No,
for
no,
that
no, no, no.
change. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
I just realized how much of this we don't have to dig out because apparently there's a dripstone cave.
Yeah, there's a giant cave. It's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
gonna
not
go work on
realize
building
that.
the border over there in a second.
Who brought the sheep down here? What the heck?
Dude, that sheep
it.
has been like
What a
hanging out in
odd
here
idea.
for so long.
Destroy it.
Destroy it! It's coming right for us.
Get it over there, just staring at us menacingly.
Mobs. Bad. I have no torches.
I'm just happy to be able to play again. I don't care.
Oh, I'm glad to have you back, Jeff. It was so fun hanging out with you at the beginning of your thing on the stream day too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is there any other water patches around that people are dealing with?
There's a small one over here, but I think it's outside of the... Let me see.
Yeah, I like got rid of
Yeah.
the top portion of it.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go dry out my sponges. I'll be back.
I mean, I think we're making some fairly decent progress, right? We've dug the whole thing down probably 10 blocks so far.
Yeah.
Like the entire
Disc.
disc.
Did the same thing in season 8 for my base, and we had probably about the same amount of people, and we did all but like 7 layers in like 2 hours. So we can, I think we'll be able to get through
Nice.
it.
I do believe this is a bigger circle, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, maybe, yeah. That one was 194. So
Gotcha.
Sounds like it's a circle measuring contest. I don't know.
I don't know.
People are saying
I
the sheep
just-
must die. The sheep must die.
No, the sheep must live. The sheep must live.
That's,
Dude, that guy's been
That's
hanging out in
shit
this
all
area
time.
for so long.
Okay.
I love that base so much. It was by far my all-time favorite Hermitcraft base.
My season 5 base I always feel is like way better than I realized. Like when I go back and look at it, it's always like, oh.
Oh yeah, the
actually...
volcano. Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
this season. Dun, dun, dun.
I would love to go revisit my season 5 base with the modern materials, because that castle could look so much cooler with like black stone or the tough bricks or something like that. I'm not gonna, go redo it from scratch, but it'd be neat.
I was gonna say you could do that, but you've kind of signed yourself up for some massive mega projects this season.
Yeah, no, I'm booked for this season, and I'm actually booked for next season. I had an idea for how I wanted to do, or what I wanted to do this season. I was like, okay, no, I'm splitting that in half. I'm doing half of that for season 10, half of that for season 11 if I still think it's a good idea, but I'm not gonna overcommit, because like you said,
Joe,
we're
man.
trying to not push ourselves too hard,
These are some serious spoilers. Like the people now know that we have season 11 plans.
Oh
yeah.
my
wow,
goodness.
leaks.
Yeah.
Season 11
Whoops.
confirmed.
My
Season
bad,
10 out of
my
10.
bad.
It's actually 10 out of 11.
10 out of 11. Oh no.
My whole life
Right.
is a lie now. Wow.
Yeah, no, because I had this idea. I wanted to do some crazy map building stuff. Like, I was really inspired by all the cool stuff Beef made last season with the TCG. I was like, oh man, I want to do a bunch of map projects. And I was like, I can't do a bunch of map projects and a huge scale community area the same season. I will go insane. I'm going to save my map projects for next time.
My patron community, they do maps nonstop. People, they did the Mona Lisa, they did Starry Night. There's like the maximum amount of cool maps that I have ever seen on there, and it's like the most impressive thing ever. They are really gung-ho about it.
Yeah,
maps you
Patreon
did like.
servers seem like a
Yeah.
great place to work on maps because you have a bunch of people who work on them while they watch our episodes, right? So
Yeah.
they already have time set aside to watch our episodes, and then they just blow through these huge, incredible map designs.
Yeah.
I actually ended up hosting. Normally I would host like 12 parade float build contests a year, like one for each different major holiday. Like, hey, it's Mardi Gras. Everybody builds a parade float for Mardi Gras. Hey, it's Christmas. Everybody builds a Christmas parade float. But I noticed that people started doing these incredibly complex maps to put on the sides of their parade floats. And I was like, well, we should maybe do a separate build contest just for maps because some people are putting a lot of work into those. And man, the results from that map art build contest were insane. I'm gonna have to do that like every 12 to 18 months because like I don't want to do it too often because I don't want to burn people out or feel like it's an expectation. But I want to give them a chance to showcase their work because it's like, wow, this is
Yeah,
wild.
the maps.
People-
maps
people
that
on
they
our-
make are awesome.
People on our Patreon and subscriber servers are super talented, man.
Oh
We
yeah.
got some
Oh, yeah.
really talented people in the community. Like I've had a
Some of
build
them.
contest on my server, and some of the builds I've seen are just incredible. Like,
Oh yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
agree.
Impressive.
I think that Patreon communities select for like really committed and inspired players.
That
like-
makes sense.
Although, then again, like, that's our biggest exposure to other communities is probably our own Patreon ones, right?
Yeah, that's the only one the only ones we're responsible for. And like, I'm so dizzy and tired all the time. If I'm not responsible for something, maybe I'll get to it. I don't know.
So in my like Discord, we have Patreon channels, right? And I have like a Hermitcraft behind the scenes thing where I post my builds before they go live.
Oh, that's
Some of the feedback that they've given me has been
nice.
so invaluable. Like they're really they know what they're talking about. And I'm like, I never would have thought of that.
Well,
That
that's one
sounds
of the
really
reasons I
cool.
love building on stream too, because I like the iterative feedback of like, well, have you tried this? Like, I don't know if you guys saw my graffiti that I did on Impulse's wall. I started with a really rough sketch of an idea like a week, 8 days ago, and then I've been revising it and improving it, and just hearing feedback from people about like, try this material, try that. What if you make it wider? What if you adjust the spacing? It like really helps me to push myself creatively in something I'm not like super good at otherwise. You
Oh,
know?
that's cool. Yeah.
One thing that really impresses me about them is like not only are they good builders, but they are like some of the most technically sound Minecrafters. Like I was having problems with a farm I was building for the server, and just kind of posted the issue. And one of the guys that's like commonly posting in there is like, well, you just do this, it'll fix it, and then do this to make it better. And I'm like, man, I like thought I was good at Minecraft, but maybe not. Like, like
Nice.
crazy.
Well, the great thing about Minecraft, though, is that your interest in it can be fractal. You can dig down into one part and then keep finding more levels of detail and getting deeper and deeper into it. And to some degree, a lot of us are kind of generalists because we have to be in order to like make, our videos and do stuff on the server. But like some folks, like all they do is mess around with Redstone and like
That
of course
was
they're
me
gonna be
before I
using it,
joined Hermitcraft. I was always in a test world tinkering around and coming up with stuff. And then I think Hermitcraft has changed me into like a generalist over time.
I used
Gotcha,
to
yeah.
feel like I used to be pretty good at Redstone, but I don't know. I think I've lost that ability.
You have
I
to
can still
practice
handle
it.
some-
You have to
I've,
keep
I
like
can-
practicing it.
I can handle my own, and can obviously watch tutorials and learn how to do things. But I think the most I can build without looking is like T flip flop, maybe some other like little components.
T
but
flip
that's
flops are
about it.
so easy now, though.
Yeah,
right,
copper
yeah.
bulb.
Yeah.
Yep, your skills are outdated, Jev.
Yep.
Too bad.
Yeah, 100%.
Time to go back to school.
Just like
But
I learned how to build better, like on Twitter, I was like considering practicing Redstone in that same manner to help myself.
It
Dude,
might not
that's,
be a
that's the
bad
way you
thing.
get better, man.
People here.
Practice.
You guys.
That's totally it.
I just saved myself with an ender pearl into the bottom of the beacon shaft. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, nice,
I'm,
Joe.
I'm gonna go get
Nice
some
clutch,
glass
Joe.
to put on top of that. 1 second.
One thing I find about
Oh my
building though,
gosh.
like practicing building and learning new techniques is kind of addicting. I just before I did it because I felt like I needed to, but I like genuinely enjoy building now. And it's one of those things where I didn't like it before because I didn't have a way to express what was in my head. But now that like I know the tools and I know how to do it, it's like the sky's the limit. I could probably build anything I wanted, and it may take time, of course, but having that option is like really freeing. So
Dude, I love your house that you built this season. It's
Thank
really cool.
yeah.
I'm approaching Redstone a little bit differently this in general.
Redstone.
Well,
Redstone.
what I've come to realize is Redstone is a little bit like Magic, where all of the best decks, and a bit like chess or any of these things, all of the best strategies have been solved, right? In some way or another by someone who is much better than you. And
Yep. That's
trying
the
to
number
do
one thing I hate
Redstone
about
in your
Redstone.
own way is kind of silly because someone's done it better. So the way that I approach it is find the best version of whatever you're trying to make and then incorporate it into what you're trying to do, So I use Redstone to enhance my work rather than trying to reinvent the wheel.
Oh yeah.
See, I do the opposite. I know that there's an optimal cactus farm out there, and I'm like, well, nobody would ever make the optimal one in the shape of a rainbow. So my cactus farm is going to be a rainbow. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I'm
that's
making
great.
I'm gonna make the redstone that nobody else would make because it's so far from optimal. It technically still works. It achieves the goal I have at the pace I need, but it's not, it's not gonna put
That's
out
usually
I
the
was
more
talking
interesting way
to,
to do it, though.
I was talking to Green about this, about Redstone, and just saying, like, the whole, like, most optimal thing that you can make, like the Psycraft Il Mango stuff, it's fantastic, but it's created a bit of like a thing in the community where
Oh my
people
God,
view
yes.
everything you do as having to be the most efficient. And when you step away from most efficient, there are so many different parameters in which you can, like, execute a farm for, like, shape, visuals, different types of interaction with other things in the game. There's a plethora of different types of farms you can make for one thing, and I think that whole, like, most efficient kind of gives you, like, tunnel vision, and it also discourages a lot of people from trying Redstone out. I get excited when I see B-Dubs doing Redstone because he's approaching it from such a different angle, and he comes up with cool stuff. It's, like, cool to see how he assembles different things. And
The audience is they really like you should build a farm for that too. I don't know if you guys get that in your streams a lot, but if I have something planned for the stream that's a farmable item and I just want to go adventure and get it, why
yeah,
don't you make a farm for that? I get that all the time. So
Yeah.
I think they're
it's
kind
like-
of trained at this point. It's like we need to make farms for everything, which is a really bad mentality.
And there can only be one farm. If somebody's built it already, you have to use theirs.
Well, and what's
Chad-
weird
Yeah.
too is they don't
kleptomaniacs.
agree.
They're so klepto, dude. They will steal everything if they had the chance. Like,
And they don't agree about even what a farm is. They're like, you need a sheep farm to get all this wool. And I'm like, that's literally what I just built. This is a farm for sheep. And they're like, no, it has to have redstone and auto shearers. I'm like, why? I just built a sheep farm. You literally just watched me build
yeah.
a pen that sheep are in where I am now farming them. Farmers have been doing this for centuries. It's not my way. It worked for them. It's
Will
working
somebody-
for me.
don't mess with
Calm down.
history.
Freaking out this? Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because they'll be like, you know, so and so has a farm. I'm like, well, you know, that's cool. That's their farm, though. We can't really approach it unless I have their permission or. You know, whatever.
One of us one day has got to make the episode where we're like, hey, today we're gonna go build someone else's farm.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Now we need this other thing. Let's build someone else's farm.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
just make the
Yep.
most boring episode of doing other people's stuff.
And so what I've started doing is like, well, they'll be like, make a farm, and I'm like, what's a farm? And then just troll them as much as humanly possible.
Jeff the troll.
What is
They're
a
like,
farm?
what?
I
Like,
love that.
Redstone. I've never heard of that before, and
You could be like,
Oh, I've got
you
some,
know, I
get some
grew
red
up on
nether
a farm.
brick and start. Oh yeah, I'm building a
Uh.
redstone farm for these sheep here with this red nether brick.
You could be like, I grew up on a farm, and then just start building a barn. You know?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say go into a life story about it.
Yeah.
See,
Or
I
that,
actually
yeah,
did build
just
a
drown
farm
them
in
with a life
season 4.
story.
Yeah, I built the farm from Field of Dreams in season 4, and it
That's
was one of my
amazing.
favorite builds ever.
Oh, dude, I know that movie. That's where the baseball players come back to
Yeah,
life,
the
isn't
The
it?
baseball
ghosts.
players,
If you build it, they will come. Like one of the greatest sports movies ever made.
How are you guys just leaving blocks on the ground?
I'm gonna counter that argument, Wells, with Remember the Titans because I personally think that's number one. But Field of
I'm
Dreams,
gonna counter that argument with I said one of the greatest sports movies
Fair enough.
ever
Fair
made,
enough.
not-
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
who's
I mean-
in the Titans one?
Denzel Washington.
Denzel!
I don't know who the other people are. I know there's Turk from Scrubs, but
What
I
other
don't know
movies
who
would you
that
guys
is.
consider the greatest sports movies ever made? I think Rocky needs to go on that list.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire,
For
Coach
sure.
Carter with
I
think
saw
of his
that one
name.
recently. Samuel L.
Carter's
Jackson.
yeah, Samuel Jackson. Yep.
You probably have to throw in like the Water Boy.
Yeah.
Waterboy.
Maybe
That's serious.
Gilmore.
Happy
I was gonna
Gilmore.
say, is Dodgeball gonna end up on this list too?
All the
I
Adam
wouldn't put
Sandler
Dodgeball
movies.
up there. Dodgeball's good, but not
Cars
like-
is a good one. Yeah.
It's not like GOAT status good.
Oh, is Speed Racer a sports movie? Speed Racer is one of my favorite films ever made. It's actually a lot like the whole movie is
Yep, no.
shot
Hello?
kind of like my live streams, which anybody who's
Gross.
watched my live streams knows that's insane and you should never shoot a movie that way, where there's just faces moving across the screen yelling. It's the best.
I'm currently being a vacuum. Everybody's just leaving blocks on the ground. What the
I'm
heck?
doing a little bit of
Has
that too.
anyone seen the new Dune yet?
I have, and it was wonderful. I've actually seen it twice.
Oh, it was so good. So last weekend on the Saturday of the stream weekend, my internet went out completely for like, I got a message from the service provider saying this won't be back until midnight. and this
Yeah.
happened at lunch.
Sucks.
And I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, without the internet, I am nothing. Like, I cannot exist without the internet.
I love
So I
the idea
decided,
of
okay,
someone on the support desk reading that. Oh,
Yeah.
Ren, what have you unearthed here?
I
my
decided
God.
for the first time in like probably 5 years to go to the cinema and just watch Dune like on the main screen with the sound and the Coke and the popcorn and the Smarties and do the whole thing. And yeah, I just went to the cinema on my own.
So good.
Booked the perfect seat, man. Dune,
So
it was incredible. It was the sound was unbelievable. It blew my mind. But I do want to rant though because I had to move seats. It was quite an
no.
empty cinema, which is great. But I was sat behind like a group of teens, and look, I'm not
Boomer.
saying anything bad about teens. I was a teen once too. I used to go to the cinema with my mates and my girlfriends, and we used to cause chaos and havoc in the cinema. It's what you do on a Saturday when you're 14, you know? But that was not what bothered me about the teens. What bothered me about the teens was that I was fascinated to watch them, but unfortunately it meant that I wasn't watching the movie. So this is why I had to move.
That's fair.
Basically what they were unable to not check their phones, and I'm not kidding, every 10 seconds for 3 hours.
Oh my god.
And every time, you know, they kept their notifications on. So every time they got a ding, like the phone screen went on and it distracted me from the screen, you know?
Oh,
But it was
that's
just
too bad.
fascinating to watch. It was every 10 seconds they checked their phones. It was really mind-blowing to me. And
Hearing this, sorry.
it was crazy, man. It was like, wow, like, what has happened? Like, where are the concentration levels? Where have they gone? Like, you can't even sit in a cinema and watch a movie anymore? Like, what
It's
is
a TikTok
what's happening?
generation.
Because kids these days have nothing outside of their phones and screens. They have no respect for their elders. They have probably never even read an actual book of pages. They read it on a tablet or an e-reader. They're addicted to these screens.
True.
In my day, we used to
love
have
it.
to read with actual pages. We had to exert physical effort to turn them. And if it was too dark, you couldn't read. You would have to get a flashlight or even
A
a
candle.
Oh my god.
When you ran out of books, you had to go to your next door neighbor who happened to be employed as a scribe, and he would get into the best ink, dip it into his ink quill thing, and write it out on the finest papyrus.
This is gold.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Yeah,
Came in
Riley
right when he
Re-
said,
that sounded,
"Back in my
sounded
day."
so much like, it reminded me of The Simpsons. Is there like a character in The Simpsons?
That's awesome.
Grandpa,
Simpson
Grandpa.
talks like that.
Yeah, is it like Grandpa Simpson you go
Yeah.
for? Oh,
Yeah.
that was so good.
I don't know.
That was
That's
so
just
good,
my
man.
generic old man voice for
It's,
when
That was
it's
excellent.
amazing. It's amazing.
Look, to be fair, my parents have the same problem though. I don't think it's an age thing. Like, my parents are also very attached to their phones
Yeah.
and constantly distracted.
I freely admit that I spend way too much time with this.
If I'm not at my computer and like I'm watching TV or something like that, my phone is
100% on.
almost in my hand like every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll-
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like the exact. I almost never use my phone. Like maybe once, twice a day. After that, beyond that, I just never use it though.
Base
Nice cup.
club over here.
Straight
Nice
straight
guy.
up. Just I just don't. I just hate it. Like
When you want to enjoy
could
Yeah,
get
I
rid of it, I
something,
would.
too.
go put it in another room. Like, if you're
Well, it's
watching
not
a
just that,
movie,
but-
put it in another room.
Yeah, it'll be like I'm watching a movie.
Yep.
It's like, oh, who's this actor? I gotta look him
Yep,
up on Internet
yep.
Movie Database or something like that. So like I pick it up for that.
I
Or,
know what you mean.
whatever.
Do,
Yeah.
do you remember
Or
though when
females
you
snore.
couldn't do that? Like, there's
Yeah,
value in not
2006.
knowing as well.
That's true. That's true.
Xisuma, do you have food anywhere here? I'm out of food.
Ren, I got
I can throw you some golden carrots if you find me.
So I
Yeah, I'll
kind of have
find
the
you.
same issue sometimes when I go to the movies, but I'm kind of curious, right? Because like our movie theater, like it's fancy now. So there's like these like luxury seats, and
Yep.
the walls between the rows are so far apart that I don't even see their phones. But occasionally I see the glare, but like
EX.
so.
There you go.
I mean,
But-
look,
Thank you.
when it should be a law punishable by prison. If you go into a cinema,
Punishable in prison.
phone.
Yeah, because we don't
Straight
have
to
enough
jail.
incarceration problems in our society. Let's
Yeah.
throw some more people in there until it's
Phone is
really a
off.
big
Phone is
deal.
off. You are about to experience an artistic endeavor, and you must concentrate by law, and you must enjoy this thing that
You
thousands
must
of
enjoy-
people
If you do
have
not
worked
enjoy
together
the
to
film,
create.
you're committing
Straight to
murder.
jail.
That's not a
What they
thought
should do
crime.
is
What is
just
that?
line
That's
the-
a joy crime.
If you
Just
don't enjoy
line
the film,
walls
get
of
out the
theater.
cinema.
Yeah.
Just
Just
leave.
line the walls of the theater with like lead or something, so that it blocks all cell phone signals. So that every theater is just basically a giant cell phone dead zone.
Faraday
This is-
cage.
this
That's
is
pretty
why I
cool.
That's a
like
great
the
idea.
drive-in. The drive-in movie theater, if people are in their cars on their phones, I can't see it. And, like, if they're talking amongst themselves, I can't hear it. If a baby's
True.
crying, I can't. It's fine. Like, I love going to the drive-in. That's my favorite
Dude,
thing.
we don't
in
have
terms of
that over
movies, but
here. And like,
it's 80 minutes away, so I have to really want to go to the movies. And also, since my car got totaled, I have to get somebody else who really wants to go to the movies too to take me.
but we
See, the
don't have
thing is,
that.
though-
We don't have that over here.
Together sometime.
When I was
Yeah.
a kid and I was in America, like on a holiday, we drove past one and it absolutely blew my mind. I was like, that is a massive movie screen and everyone is watching from their cars. It just
Yep.
And
It
the
melted
best
my
part
head.
is,
Dayton is a lot of things, but they are good for that, right? We have 3 active ones still to this day. I play the newest movies. I could probably go see Dune tonight if I wanted to on them, and they are just absolutely wonderful.
and
What are you
any
waiting for,
movie
Jeff?
with
Go for it.
Any
I've
movie
seen
with
Dune more
space.
times than I need to.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any movie with space in it, there's just something amazing about seeing the starfield on the screen and then the stars
Yeah.
and the planets and stuff behind the screen. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
the
pretty
whole
cool.
sky is just. I love it. I love the drive-in so much.
See, I
Hypno, is
think
that a
the-
recycled outfit? Oh my.
The trouble is that
I haven't
we
changed my outfit in a couple days. I know it's gross.
The trouble is that
Oh.
it's so easy to watch movies now, and we watch them on phones and tablets and TVs so often that we forget that there's so much more to a movie than just the visuals, right? Like the soundscape of a movie is a massive part of the art, the artistic nature of what a film is. And to experience the soundscape, the way that the sound engineers of this film intended it to be experienced, you need the cinema. You need the surround sound, the massive subwoofers, the huge bass that penetrates your very soul when the T-Rex walks in or whatever. Like it's not just about what you see. It's about what you feel and hear all at the same time. Like a cinematic experience it's like riding a roller coaster or something, you know, but because consuming films is now basically just watch it on your phone. I think that the art of cinema is underappreciated in this day and age. And I'm not
never
happy about
watched
it.
a-
And it
I've
should be
never watched a
punishable
movie on my
by
phone.
prison.
Straight to jail.
Same.
I actually go
Same.
to the movies quite a lot. It's sort of my happy place. If I need to think or just think of creative ideas, I go to the movies.
Me too, Jeff.
Like, it's ridiculous how much I actually go. Like,
I used
Also,
to go
Jeff,
a lot.
probably at least once a week. I went.
Jeff, are you the
literally
same as me?
yesterday.
Go alone? Like, I don't want
hell
anybody to
yeah.
go with me. Like,
Hell
I don't
yeah.
care if you're my best friend, my girlfriend, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm going alone. Don't come with me.
The
Yeah, who
only
prefers
other time
watching
that I'm
movies
not
alone?
Alone is when I'm with my nephew. If he wants to see a movie, I'll take him. But like 95% of the time I go is by myself.
Yep, I want my quiet time.
Yep.
I
I
think the
went-
last time I went to a movie was Star Wars Revenge.
Yeah.
Man, I thought it's been a while
wow.
since I last went. The last time I saw one was Endgame.
I saw
Wow.
Immaculate yesterday, which
The la-
has
the last
Sydney
one-
Sweeney in it. It's like about like rebirthing Christ or something.
The last
Scary
one I
movie. It
saw.
was really good though.
What was that? What was that Christmas movie that wasn't a Christmas movie? Where
Did I have the dude from Stranger Things in it?
no, like a recent release, like it
Die Hard.
it came out before Christmas in the States, and it came out a little later, like January here.
The dude from Stranger Things was in a Christmas movie. I just don't. Maybe Kringle or something like that. or
Paul
something like that?
Giamatti is his name?
Oh,
No,
the
no.
holdovers.
Got a lot of
The
It's called
Holdovers. That's the one. That's the
Yeah.
last movie I saw. I really enjoyed that. That's a real nice movie.
I love going to the movies. I love the experience, and like I like it so much that I have like the membership. So
Nice, dude.
yeah, I don't play with that.
Yeah, we have Cineworld here in the UK, and like if you go to the movies more than twice a month, like it's cheaper to get a membership, which is kind of crazy.
Much cheaper.
Yeah.
Much cheaper.
Like it shows you they make all their money on the popcorn and stuff, don't they?
We called them talkies.
Yeah, the talk.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say the most recent film I saw in theaters was It's a Wonderful Life. They play that every Christmas at our nearby nonprofit
awesome.
Independent theater, and so my family and I will all go, and like that's really fun, you know, because you can get some like spiked hot chocolate and just chill and watch a movie, and yeah, because they got a full bar.
Yeah,
Well, like
Ooh.
like
movie
alcohol.
theaters in America.
Yeah, well,
have,
it's a Christmas. It's a
alcohol,
like
so-
look, for Christmas, people like to have like, oh, we're having a big family get together. Yeah, let's
Oh,
go to
you-
the movies. People,
They're-
you know.
like alcohol isn't served in cinemas over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we.
well,
It's not
ours-
common here.
Ours, the ones in Ohio at least have them. So,
Is it common or is it just specific ones?
all Cinemark theaters, which is like
Oh.
a big thing here. Yeah, I don't know. Regal Cinemas may have it, but
My fiance is saying that spiked means something else in the UK. So
Yeah,
Oh.
it does.
No.
Yeah.
There's not drugs in them.
Yeah.
It'd be like you could get like, you know, rum and coffee or whiskey and coffee or, you know.
I was also
Thought you were
like,
getting on it, Joe, you know?
No, sorry, I
Spiked.
What's you up to,
misunderstood.
boss?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, no,
Are
no.
you guys about both of my netherite picks are about broken if you guys want to make an end trip together.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Okay. Or I can go alone, whatever, it's fine. I see
You
there's
scared
a
of the
portal
Enderman,
here.
Joe? Is that
What
it?
if they
I'm
s-
here now, so.
What if they look at me?
Interesting. I just saw Scar, Skiz, and Joel's eggs. Ooh.
Eggs?
For
What?
the Easter egg hunt.
Ooh,
Oh, is
something
that a thing?
I guess we can tell
Ah.
people about.
They know that I'm doing one again.
Ah.
Specifics of it, so
Ooh.
Oh, okay, that's exciting.
I gotta
Like-
make sure that I can get their permissions. These are okay, but really great. He's so good at this.
Dude, the Easter egg hunt last year was awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like that could just be a tradition from now on.
absolutely, I agree.
So
Was
much
that
fun.
only a year ago?
Yeah, it
2
was
years,
one
2
year
years.
ago.
Wow.
No, it's
yeah,
two-
two.
it was
Yeah,
two
it would
Easters
have
ago.
been 2 years.
Yeah.
It was last
okay.
season, but yeah, we had 2 Easters that season.
We had a longest season.
I really loved last season. I mean, I understand why it was time to turn it over, but like, man, I was having a great time from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, it was
Anybody gotta go
awesome.
repair their picks? I'm gonna go repair my pick.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
mine
on my
needs to
way
be
there
repaired.
now.
No, I think I'm probably gonna dip out now.
You dipping out,
So we're
Wells?
getting paid by the block,
Yeah.
right, Azuma?
Thanks for joining us, man.
I still got
Paid by
I
the
love
block.
I love the voice.
I've already donated
That was a
An
pleasure.
an entire hour of my time to you for no compensation other than the value of friendship, which is worth more than money ever will.
Oh, love it.
That's good.
I just realized is your portal floating now?
Yep,
Okay.
it's a float.
You
up.
left a bit of a floater.
It's a mess out here. I'm gonna repair my pick with coal.
Oh yeah. Get the XP. Creeper. And it's dead.
And it's dead.
They're
I'm just gonna
weird
share your
creepers,
XP,
man.
just keep swinging.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
what
fine.
is their internal instinct? You know, they see something
They're
they don't
obviously
like,
very
they want to
unhappy,
explode.
right?
Do they understand that's the end of it? You know, maybe
But
it isn't
maybe
for
that's
them.
their life cycle. Maybe that's how they reproduce. Like, they might be reincarnated and get a new, like the same soul has a new body every time.
Yeah, maybe that's how they like reach a new plane of existence. You know, like
Creeper lore.
like the creeper that gets you. That's been a creeper for a long time. That's like its 10th body or something. You know, it knows how to sneak up on you now. But the creeper
Hey,
you
Jeff,
see in front of you, that's a baby creeper.
Would you be horribly upset if one day I came here and made the Ender farm, the Enderman farm over here?
No, you ain't allowed to touch my farm.
So no.
Well, they'll help you. He's gonna
Nope,
hate it.
I'll kill both of you multiple times.
Why did we all decide to come here at the same time? So that there
Because
would
that's
be
how
a
long it
line?
takes for 2 netherite picks to break.
Yep.
It's an automatic XP farm. You just stand next to Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazing.
Yep.
I get it.
You guys could use my wither farm and stock up my wither skeleton skulls.
Oh,
there you go.
Ren.
Yeah.
Are beacons 2 diamond blocks or 1 diamond block?
2 diamond blocks. Are you the one that only paid 1 diamond block?
Yeah.
Oh, we found
Were
him.
they
This guy.
once one diamond block, or am I just?
They were 1 diamond block last season, but
Oh, last
the
season.
amount of-
Okay. Right.
yeah, the amount of diamonds that can now be found in this game has basically tripled. So
Yeah.
they're actually cheap.
I
They should
will
be 3 diamond blocks.
I will pay you the debt that I owe. I could have swore when I first went there they were 1 diamond block, and so I just paid from memory, and then my chat, my comments. told
Jevin,
me.
your elytras are
I'm
too cheap as
horrible.
well. Those should be like 4 diamonds.
Filthy.
The what?
thief.
So chat told me, or like comments in the video said it should be 3 diamond blocks. Right now I have it at 25. It should be.
I would have
27.
put it at 4 diamond blocks, honestly.
For what, Elytra?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think they should be
4?
5 diamond blocks.
Well, I
let's
mean,
keep
with
going.
mending,
5 or
like,
6?
it's-
What do you guys think? Like,
Yeah.
should we do 7? Well, no. I can
Do
definitely.
I
mean,
hear
have you
8
s-
diamond blocks?
Yeah.
The amount of diamonds available on the server right now is outrageous.
Yeah.
So we should put the
Especially, did you
prices
see
up.
Scar's
I will, I'll
digging
start
that
at
he
4.
did?
So.
Yeah, Scar's got
He's
so
gonna
many
break the
diamonds.
economy with all those diamonds. Damn.
Okay, you guys go.
Yeah.
I've got all my stuff
You
fixed.
want to go, Wells? Okay, you got it. You got it.
But Wells, the reason why I don't want you to do that is because I've actually got a plan for that. So, like in all seriousness. So. But if you want to, I think you said you were doing the other thing in chat there. I'm not gonna say it just to avoid
Well,
spoilers.
it looks like
but
somebody already started doing that.
I
so
think that might be temporary though, Cub. I don't know.
the Ender portal room.
Yeah.
What's that?
The End
Was,
portal room.
was that
Did
meant
you
to be
have
like a
plans for that?
permanent thing or?
No. I just wanted to improve it so it's not garbage. you know?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Cub, I
plans
like
to
the little
make
mini
that.
ship in the nether. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
a-
my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
I thought that was so cute.
It's
Yeah, you-
adorbs.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah. I thought it was
It's
pretty
funny. I love it.
Well, the thing is, everything's 1/8 size in the Nether, so it also like makes sense from a lore standpoint. Like that's just the same
Yeah,
ship.
true. Yep.
Dude, we're getting some serious copper from this dig. I'm gonna
Not
be
me.
busy for a
Where's
while.
all the copper? Where is
I'm,
it?
Taking
I'm
all the
smelting
coal,
it.
That's my fee.
Yeah, the coal is what's valuable. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Zuma's hoovering up the copper.
Wait, why is coal
Which is
valuable?
excellent.
Because it's my permit.
Oh, that
So
makes
when
sense.
when I'm done digging, I'm gonna go raid those chests for all the coal, and then I'm.
I just
leaving.
need it to smelt. Yeah.
Well, you can buy it for me. It'll be fine.
I ran out. Yeah, I'll buy it.
You're not doing lava. Using coal, huh?
I could use lava too. Is there a lava shop up? It's up now, right?
Oh, you. If you
Who has
do,
the
I have somebody that's gonna
Ooh.
buy lava?
I'd
There's
buy
a
it.
lava shop?
Why? Yeah, of
Okay.
course you would.
There will be one soon. This weekend. It's coming.
Sweet.
Hypno, you
taking
should
orders.
give a discount if you return the buckets.
Give a discount if you return the buckets.
Yep.
I'll think about it.
That's
Okay,
a good
so
yeah,
idea.
I mean, it's funny from a lore standpoint. Like, just like, oh, we're operating a recycling center on the, take
should I do
bucket,
like a
leave
bring your
bucket.
own bucket discount thing too?
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like have a
sure.
lava pool around?
You could do a little redstone where
like
like a
that.
Bring your
dispenser
own-
drops the lava for the player to pick it up and detects
like
when
it.
they've picked it up, and then you can like
You can
drop another
If you
bit.
do the
Use the-
dripstone,
Yeah,
if you do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dripstone lava, bring your own bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually.
All right,
really
so on a
smart.
serious note, what do we think lava buckets should go for?
A diamond block.
A diamond block, really?
For a
Iskall would say
bucket?
5 diamond blocks. Iskall wants all the prices to go up.
Per bucket though, that's silly.
No, I think
mean, you-
like
I think
That's insane. You can
For a
literally
I think
shot.
like
go
I think
on
like
and get
3 or
infinite.
4
Yeah.
buckets for a diamond
I'm
block.
trying to drive up the economy so my shops will have more diamonds come into them.
I was almost thinking like a bucket of lava, or I'm sorry, a shulker box of lava buckets for like a
Yeah.
diamond block.
That's probably
yeah, that's
fair.
good.
yeah, that sounds
Actually,
good.
yeah, that's
If
probably
they
the way to
return
do
it, yeah.
That sounds
That's probably
good.
the way to do it.
If you use a bucket in a furnace and it is completely consumed, does the bucket get consumed or
No,
Yeah, you get
you get the
stuck
Goes
out,
bucket.
on
yeah.
the bottom.
Gets kicked
Right.
out. Yeah.
oh it gets
Although I
kicked
think-
out?
Yeah,
I
you
think
keep
Yeah,
the
you
bucket.
yeah,
It's
you
a
get the bucket
hopper.
back.
Yeah,
If
you have
you're
a hopper
selling it
below
with a shulker box and 27 buckets, that you
Maybe
could
2
go
diamond
higher.
blocks?
I would go probably 2. If it's an
And you get a
entire-
diamond block back if you return the
Yeah, there you
shulker
go.
box and the buckets.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's go.
That works.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Good
I
value.
bet someone's going to discover a loophole if there's like return the shulker box for a diamond thing, and then you can like get them from somewhere else and then return them
Oh.
and make diamonds.
Have you
They
all
gotta
got
be
your
the special
mailboxes
ones. They gotta be the same ones.
Yeah.
up and running?
Mailbox, yep.
Not
No.
yet. I still don't know exactly where I want it to go, and they said if you don't know where you want it for 100% sure, just wait, because we're not gonna move them. It's a nightmare.
I'd think in terms of practicality, like you put it in a location where you'll spot it, because I realized for a few days I haven't gone and checked the sales shop, and like there's going to be orders coming in there, so I would say put it somewhere where you'll see it a lot.
It is so cool.
Dude,
The
how do
mail
we get
system
back
is
up
so
top?
cool.
It's amazing, yeah.
Have you sent anything, Ren?
Yep, I sent Jem a carrot.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Great
I
use
also
of the
sent
stamp.
myself a carrot.
I'm gonna
And
dip
it worked.
out, guys. I'll see you later.
See you,
All right,
well,
well, we'll catch you
thanks
later.
again.
Wells.
See ya.
Okay,
It's
we
so
need to get
cool.
like Amazon set up here, whatever, where we can do mail order stuff.
You can mail order
That is an
trophies.
excellent
Yeah.
idea.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
Yep, you can mail all of the trophies.
It's like a lonely ender chest over here. Dang it, I ain't got any blocks.
Ren, your on-air image is so, like, it just draws me in. I just want to stare at it.
Oh, has that been on the whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, what's
I thought it was
this?
like a
What's this? Has
Because I'm
have people
like,
only been listening the whole time?
I've been watching
No
Ren
way.
stream the entire time, just flipping through. I
Wow.
literally thought it was
No
like
shot.
meant to be there.
Oh,
No,
does it show the
that's-
game still though, or does it like not show the game?
No, it's just like an overlay that says on air. Oh, I am the worst streamer in the world.
Oh man.
What's your chat saying about it? Like, is there people in chat?
Nobody.
like-
I blame chat. Nobody in chat said anything.
You know what? I'm gonna switch to my arts and crafts camera, Ren, so
Podcast.
people can see what my daughter and I have been working on instead of the game. That just solidarity with you, solidarity with Ren Dog, buddy.
I need to give my mods control of my my streaming.
What could
Platform
possibly
somehow.
go
There's a way to
wrong?
do that. Good has something set up so his mods could switch the scenes when he was doing his.
I
outdoors
know how
and
you
cutting
could do
and
it.
stuff.
I know how you could do it. There's this website called IFTT. If this, then that, or maybe that's ITTT. Anyway, it's like a big API that connects to all the other APIs that are out there, and it lets
Oh,
you
yeah, I've
hook
heard
up
about that.
anything to anything. Like it's
Wow.
designed to be a crossover. Like I don't know, you want to press a button on your phone and have it open the door to your house. If there's like an API on your smart security lock, like it is a way to just link anything to anything. You know?
I used to
Need those-
use that a long
need those
time
sponges
ago
again.
for when a YouTube video came out. I'd post a Twitter notification.
Anybody have
Nice.
anybody have the
Same thing
sponges?
back then.
Sponges?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sponges. Where you at?
Over on the north side.
Oh, I
North
see
side.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, over here.
So-
There's a little bit of a
All right.
thing here.
I got it.
Yeah, eagle-eyed
Nice.
viewers will notice that the first 3 star
Cheers.
posts have been attached to this pinball playfield. My daughter attached those earlier, and we got the rubber ring around them, so we could install the sling assembly at some point. Woo!
We
The
Well, this
camera
goes
probably
out to
does
the
not need
ocean.
be pointed at that, though.
drain the ocean, Hypno. Do it.
I'm
Do it.
draining it.
Destroy the ocean.
Yeah, that'll teach Gem.
Obliterate it.
Period. All those ocean lovers.
Obliteration or obliterate.
Obliteration?
Obliterate
Obliteration.
Obliter
location.
ocean. Let's go.
To obliterate an ocean.
Brought it back around.
Dude, my inventory just fills up so quick. It's ridiculous.
I've just been leaving the stone, to be honest.
I've been hoovering it up.
If one
Hypno's just-
person was on Hoover duty, they couldn't keep up. There's so much of it.
It's all
Hypno, you're like a prawn. Just like sucking up all the stuff on the bottom of the ocean.
Somebody's got to do it.
Hey, someone's got to do it. Yep, that is right.
I made a big storage system. It won't get filled otherwise.
I mean, this is
So one challenge I've given myself this season is to try to have the smallest storage system possible and force myself to ask if I have too much of something, does anybody else want this right now? Because I ended last season with just double chests full of shulkers full of glass. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to use these for a project one day, and I never got to it. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that this season. This season, I'm like, hey, who needs stone? Who needs dirt? Who needs this? Let's go. Just pushing it right back out the door.
in season 5. I made the stupid mistake of trying to collect a double chest of every item in the game.
I remember that. That was wild. You got pretty far into it though, didn't you?
I
You
did. I did pretty well. And I mean,
Yeah.
and they, you know, now there's probably another 200 items. Back then,
Double
I think
chest
there
of
was.
beacons. Oh man.
I think it was 350 or something. Items
What
at that
update
point.
was that?
Season 5, like.
Pretty sure it's like over 1,000 now, like well over 1,000.
Oh yeah, easily over 1,000, right? Easily.
Inventory's still the same size though, guys. So you know, not a
Yeah,
problem.
Not a problem. Yeah. not a
Yeah,
problem.
obviously
No problem
we
at
don't
all.
need a bigger inventory, otherwise they would have changed it by now. So.
No, like it's just getting more and more fun, you know? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Managing inventories, like it's so much
Yep.
more fun, you know?
I
Yeah.
I did my crazy project, and I'm not doing another one
The netherite.
Unless.
unless never. I don't think there would be anything I would want to do regardless.
Hey, we got more noises in the air. Death Dealer YT, thank you for 28 months. Morbrick 77, thank you for 60. Arjun Matt 99 for 54. Luna Econite here for 26. Loving the Hermit Banter, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Zach L16 here for 21. And Thick Colas 1, thank you for subscribing with the Prime, appreciate it. Hey, gifted subs coming in from Angry K9. Very much appreciated. Cute Pyro, Stealth Act, Outbrick, Ace Galaxian, Seco Zola. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. Thank you again, Angry. Appreciate you, my dude.
Question: can you put shulker boxes in bundles?
You might be able to put one in a bundle.
One in. Yep.
Oh well, that's completely pointless.
Yep. Bundles are
but you
completely
could-
pointless for that.
yeah.
For any
What?
non-stackable.
Oh, okay, yeah, for that.
Actually,
for
no,
that.
no, I don't think it would, because you could also have a whole bunch of items inside of that shulker box, and some of those items could be bundles. So I think it would like probably prevent you
Wait.
from doing that.
Oh, you think it wouldn't let you do it?
No, yeah, I reckon there'd be an exception there.
Let's try it. I got.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got.
Give it a try.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna put.
Testing some Minecraft. Is that squishy sound sponging? My God, can you do that again? Oh God, it's so squishy. I feel like I just stepped
Sponge
in something.
ASMR.
It's
Let's
so
go.
squishy.
Okay, yes.
Don't talk about my family like that.
Oh, that is squelchy.
Okay, bundle. And
It's
then...
like it's almost pleasant, but it's slightly gross. Like picking your ear.
Come on, Cub, make me happy.
You alleviate.
It's almost
you
like the
alleviate
sound
an
a
itch.
slime block
So
should make.
You can't
you get
put
some
a
gunk.
shulker box in a bundle.
Doesn't
Okay.
let you, was that?
Nope.
I'm not
Doesn't
surprised.
let you do it.
But can you put an empty shulker box in a bundle?
I don't know about that. If it's totally empty, let's see if I have an empty one.
I mean, that's also pointless, though.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, it's interesting.
Can
to
you
know,
put
though.
a chest and 2 shells in a bundle?
Yes.
You can't-
So you
do
can
that.
put a shulker. Okay, no.
Technically, you can put a shulker in a bundle, yes.
I mean, in
I
that regard, you
actually
should be able to
had,
put 21 shulkers in a bundle then.
There's some sort of joke to no one puts bundly in a shulker. Is that something?
I actually had like an epiphany about bundles in my sleep, but then I can't remember what it was.
Is it the
Like
bundles
I've
really good?
realized a use for them in the game,
Oh,
They're
dude,
but
the-
it obviously
they're the
it
most
obviously
useful
didn't
thing we
stick.
have this season.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. You can put junk in them.
They solve all of the inventory issues in the game.
I've used them all
Oh
the
right,
time.
right.
Yep.
Literally all the time.
All they got to do to fix the inventory is this simple fix, right? Allow us to pick block items out of shulker boxes. So we can have, say, 10 boxes in our inventory, and I want to pick block stone out of one of them and replace the block that's in my hand that I'm holding in the slot. Put it in the spot where it was. Where
Yeah,
the
if you're
stone
not
is.
you're not using the item swapper mod, are you?
No, I don't need to because my idea is better. I don't actually
Because
know
this
it.
is going in vanilla. Obviously,
Right,
it's
but
done.
no, for real, like, just give me a way to access the blocks without opening a ton of chests.
That's
And for-
item swapper mod.
Yeah.
It's on the server. You can use it.
That sounds cheaty.
I just.
Hey, we
if I
agreed,
can-
we agreed.
If I can do that, then I'm fine, right? Like.
Get the item
everything's
swapper
okay.
mod, Jed. It does it for you. You'll love it. It's amazing.
Oh, I was just saying in general. I don't want to use it. But,
Okay.
if we're adding stuff to the game, I'm not settling for anything less than dolphin saddles. And I will.
We
continue
got to get
to
our best
harass
mod
the
makers
devs.
on that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
was
was
gonna say,
talking
talk
to
to the
Cuz.
Vanilla Tweaks guys.
I was
The
talking
Vanilla
to
Tweaks guys love
talking
working
to
on cool
Cub and
stuff.
Hypno the other day, and I'm like, they probably have blocked me on Twitter at this point because I've like dolphin saddled them to death. But I'm never gonna give up on the dreams of
Well,
a
I was
dolphin
actually
saddle.
thinking of a boating mod I was gonna call Boat with Your Feet, where it removes the oars from boats and adds a little like leg pedal boat animation, and then you can eat and fire bows and arrows and stuff while you're moving in the boats.
I was waiting for you to say, and you control it with your foot pedal.
Well, that's actually why I was thinking about it. I was like, man, it'd be cool if I could control my boat with my foot pedals. And then I was like, and then I could also eat with my hands free. And then I was like, wait, there's not, you could do this in game.
I pictured
quite a
you.
few
I pictured
things.
you rowing your boat with your feet and eating food IRL.
There's
Like the thing is, it's so
My
much
hands are
easier to
free.
eat and play the game when you're using the foot pedal for like stuff.
Yep.
There's quite a few things that I would like to have added to vanilla to just make life easier. Number one is what we just talked about with the storage. Number two, allow me to shift click into the 2x2 crafting square. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
I'd
It's
like
really
that one, I'd
obnoxious.
like
I
that.
hate that.
Oh, that'd be good.
Although
That's
I
very
think
good.
it like
Yeah.
overrides the shift clicking from hotbar to inventory. So like there's
Oh,
already a
yeah.
function for that, which is why it isn't there. I think.
So that I want a slime cartographer.
Ooh.
It's like a slime chunk cartographer.
That's I think that's neat.
That's really
yeah.
clever.
Yeah,
Ancient
that's been a
city
problem for a while.
cartographer, please.
Yeah, ancient. Yeah, anything that has a structure, let's cartographer it.
Well,
Then
actually, just to pause you on that, like
Okay.
I think sometimes it's not a good idea just to default to the same system over and over again. Like they should come up with other systems as well that help you find stuff, right?
That's fair. Yeah, I would
Like
be
map
okay
for
with that.
structure is good, but maybe for like biome, something else.
Yeah. Give me a reason to not use chunk base, basically.
Yeah.
So from there, I
love that idea.
I would like chains to connect to things like walls and fences. That's a most obnoxious thing I've ever dealt with. I don't like it. And I'm sure there's probably some other little things that I would want. I'm okay with not having stairs and slabs for everything. That means not a lot to me, because
Yeah,
the
we
way
need
that I
chain
see
stairs, though.
the way that I see it is that's their ace in the hole update. They're gonna save that to when they absolutely need it.
Yeah, well, when like the reputation's gone down the pan and
Yep. And then they're gonna,
yeah,
they're gonna
maybe.
Like, here's stairs and slabs for everything. So that's I want quality of life things. They don't need to be huge. I wouldn't even, if they don't add dolphin saddles, it's more of a gimmick. It's fine. But there's a lot that they can do with things that are in the game already that are just not there. So I don't know. I think about this often, so I have a pretty solid rebuttal to that. So
Is the bundle the only thing from Caves and Cliffs that hasn't been added yet?
I think that's
Yeah.
the last thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Bundles are the goat, though. I gotta say.
But
They're
how?
all right. They're all
Explain.
right. They just need a better
Explain.
crafting recipe.
Underestimated.
No Fletcher's
bunnies?
table cup.
What's
No,
that?
sorry, Fletcher's table. Is that the one?
Fletching
Oh,
table,
yeah.
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 clutching
Cub,
table would
please
be
explain.
Also
We-
in
so-
that situation.
So back in the ancient days of Minecraft, back in 1.14, right?
Yep.
They updated all the workstations, so the grindstone, the cauldron, the composter, to have some type of functionality besides just being a workstation for villagers, except for the fletching table and the smithing table. Then in 1.16, they added functionality to the smithing table to upgrade diamond tools to netherite, and they recently upgraded that again to add armor trims to armor and things. But the fletching table has gone 5 full years without an update, despite the fact that it was promised on March the 13th of 2019.
Love
So
the
it's-
exact date.
It's now
I love
been
the exact date call out.
it's now been over 5 full years since fletching table functionality was promised. It's time to add it.
Someone needs to resign over this fiasco. It's unacceptable.
Right?
We need an
We need a
inquiry.
resignation.
Yeah, on our desk by tomorrow morning.
Cub,
Yep.
I agree though. I fully agree with this. I also
Yep.
think
Sam,
we
I
need
want your
a
badge and gun.
we need a stone cutter for
No
wood.
gangsters, right?
We need a
Do you
woodcutter.
not remember that?
I
Yeah,
agree.
They used to refer to
I
themselves.
think all of those things mixed with what I said with, like, cartographer and all that, That right there, that's a great quality of life update. It doesn't even need to be any bigger. Just give us
Yep.
stuff that we can use. So,
Do you know, I think going forwards, I think we might see some of this stuff come around because it feels like they've been doing a lot of stuff from Minecraft suggestions, like all the top suggestions that you see in the comments and you see on the website are like getting added at the moment. Like the wool
I agree,
farmer, I think,
yeah.
is a great example. I think there's been like a bit of a internal discussion somewhere of right, okay, let's give the players what they're literally asking for.
Woo! Fireworks.
I'm
What would
loving
you add
this
to
fireworks
fireworks? The ability to
Stack
control their
'em bigger.
trajectory more.
I think they could add a higher duration. Hypno and I ran into a problem where we couldn't shoot the firework far enough.
Yep.
So if they added, flight duration up to I think like 6 or 7 would be the max.
Yeah, that
That
makes
could be
sense
kinda
to
cool.
me.
Because especially when you're firing horizontally, the range is kind of limited.
Yeah. Trying to share your
also-
fireworks with your neighbor is just ridiculous, honestly.
I think this is a leftover thing from way back in the day, but you can only see the fireworks from 64 blocks away.
Yeah, that
Mm.
Be
needs
nice.
to change.
Be nice if they could increase that to 128, or maybe just your render distance.
Yep. I had a whole like amazing fireworks system set up at Blue River Raceway that as you cross the finish line, you needed to trigger the fireworks way before you got to the finish line because you're going so fast.
Yep.
But you never actually saw the fireworks because they triggered before you got there, if you know what I mean. So you didn't
Yeah.
actually ever get to see them, and that was very disappointing. I was quite sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think that is like a relic of a bygone era, because I think they used to have problems with particles causing a lot of lag, but now I think
Mhm.
that's mostly been fixed. So
Well, and that's the sort of thing too that a lot of us are using renderers like Sodium or BobbyMod. We might be able to reach out to those developers and see if that's something that we could get fixed in there, like a separate slider for fireworks render distance. I
That
mean,
could
it's
totally
solving
be
for
done.
everybody. But
maybe,
I
yeah,
mean,
that'd be cool.
I'm loving Nvidia, Bobby, and Sodium. It's like an amazing combo that's changed how I shoot my videos, how I do my replay mod files. Like people were talking about like the scene where Jev and I were talking about trading coal for an elytra because he's starting the coal shop and I'm like I got a shulker box full of coal here, like I used replay mod to like show the landscape in the background. People were like, man, that's such a chill conversation, but it's like in such like a cool place. Like the way you shot this is like so neat. Like it was really hype. And it's like, yeah, I couldn't have done that the same way 2-3 years ago. Technology has really jumped forward.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're living in the future.
Oh, so many blocks.
How are we going on progress here, Rex?
Progress.
We're at
Haven't
39.
even started yet.
I suppose we haven't even
Approaching
got to deep
halfway, I
state level
guess.
yet, have we?
No.
We're not
I
at
mean,
deep state
it
yet.
might be that we don't really need to go too much lower than the bamboo farm. So I think if we just keep it level, whatever we get done today, I think will be fine for the time being. In fact, now that I look around, there's plenty of space for me to build farms and stuff everywhere.
Well, and I'm not in any rush. I'm good to go for a little while longer if you guys.
Yeah,
need.
me too.
I'm just happy to hang out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to be around
not
for a
doing
while longer.
Anything today. No.
I might go
Just
make myself
Minecraft.
a fresh cup of tea, though. My cup of tea's gone all cold.
We were
So,
supposed to have baseball practice today, but it got canceled because it's so cold.
Dude, it's a bit nippy over here today, man. Like, I woke up a little early, like, really bright sunlight, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to go for a walk. I went outside, blooming, jeez, freezing
So,
something fierce out there. Cold.
I'm an assistant coach for a baseball team that my nephew plays on,
Mhm.
and I just fell on the beacon hole. Shoot.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Anyways, the park has a rule. If it's below 40 degrees, we have to get permission. Today it was 36, or that's like 2 Celsius. So it was pretty chilly out, so we didn't have practice. But I was gonna go play a Magic tournament, but I had to leave really early this morning, and I didn't sleep super well last night. So I'm like, nope, not doing that either. Just gonna go dig with the homies.
Oh man, we need some more torches. It feels like there's less torches here than when we started.
I play with dynamic lights, so I just have a torch in my pocket.
Ah.
I'm just over here
I used to
glowing.
use that mod, but it made me buy a new computer for no reason, so I don't use it
We're
anymore.
using some night vision potions.
Yeah. I'd probably have some left over from yesterday, but
So it's these guys that are like despawning your torches, Xisuma. That's what's going on.
I want them paid back in full.
Yep.
One for
The
one.
nerve.
raiding ancient cities is literally so much fun. I did what 4 or 5 cities last night, and just not
Ouch, you
using
alright?
gamma,
Yeah, I'm
not
fine. Just messing around.
using potions and stuff to run through them and get the books and stuff was like the most fun I've had in a long time. Chat was like super enjoying themselves, and
So Cleo's
fun.
been doing a lot of deep dark
Yeah.
stuff.
I ended up getting enough for 5 Swift Sneak 3 books, which was pretty good. I found like
Wow.
6 golden apples.
Nice. Nice.
Killed 6 wardens without, and the only death I had actually was when I killed myself to get back to base. So
Noob.
pretty proud of that. Yeah, those wardens didn't stand a chance. And it was like super cool finding the underwater one. But I was surprised because I was like 12,000 blocks out, and I was still finding them that were looted. So people have been
Wow.
very busy.
Have we pruned the overworld chunks at all?
I have not done it yet. No, I keep putting it off. Storage is
flying
probably
around
getting
the
pretty
end a
close
lot,
now.
Too. Yeah.
I came across a ship in the end earlier today that was like lopped off, like the elytra portion was just gone. It was just half a ship floating there. I assume that was from a prune error or something.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
the end got pruned one time. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
mean it's on like the border. Oh,
Yeah, it was on a chunk border. Yep.
No, you weren't looking for elytras, were you?
No, in fact, I was purposely not taking them.
Good.
top man, top man.
Yeah, I've been up to about 10,000 out in specific directions in the end trying to get elytras, and the ships that I have found were all looted. So
We can probably do another reset if you want to
Yeah.
let me know when you're next doing that. Jeff, I got a way to do it a little quicker than usual now.
okay, that's fine. I think I had like 8 or 9 elytras in the chest there, so it should be fine for now. But if whatever you want to do, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm like a one elytra for the season. Like I just put mending on it and then don't ever need to use it again. So
I'll
got my
use
one.
two,
But I was coming
just
up
so
with
I can rotate. Yeah.
I got a mini game idea that might involve the elytra.
Well, you know who to contact. I will
Yes.
supply.
What do we think? Is this hole deep enough? Deep enough hole?
Let's
Or we just
figure
keep
out
going?
where like because I'm like at a lower point here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe we
You
bring
wanna
it down
just
to
stay
this
down
level
there?
here, Joe.
Where are you at?
Mhm.
Oh,
This
down
is
here.
level-
Well, actually,
33.
probably level with this room at least.
Oh yeah, down
with
here
this
with your smelter will be probably the better idea there.
Yeah, should we make the
29?
smelter like
Okay.
the floor
Yeah,
level?
That's fine. Yeah, that works.
All right.
We should
That
be able
works.
to handle that, no problem.
I'm gonna start working on this space here then. From here,
And I fell down the beacon hole. again.
here out.
Oh, it's the worst.
Actually, I fell into water this time. I don't know what this is. Strip mine, maybe? Maybe.
Should we
Xisuma, is this
take
your
some,
cat in the
sh-
nether?
Sorry?
Is this your cat in the nether?
Oh yes, that's my kitty
It's a
cat.
black cat, yeah.
It crossed my path. Am I gonna have bad luck now? What the heck?
Yeah, for 10 years.
Awesome, dude.
For 10
Oh,
seasons.
dude.
I was gonna say, should we take some questions from chat?
Let's do it.
I was just looking
Yes.
at mine and there were like quite a few questions for us, and I thought, oh, maybe we
Yeah,
can do a bit
one
of
of,
Q&A.
one of the questions in my chat was, does this guy even read chat? I was like, I'm gonna ignore that for 2 hours, and we are at the 1 hour and 40-minute mark. So you know
Aw.
what, buddy? I got to you 20 minutes early. You're welcome.
He did you a favor.
Yeah, I'm being nice here. Yeah, we read the chat sometimes as a treat.
Chat, what questions do you got for us? What do you got? What are you curious about?
Oh, there's a spider in your base. I'm dead.
Oh,
I died.
for real?
Yeah, there's a spider here.
Wait, are you in trouble?
No, I'm not in trouble, but there was a
I
spider.
was gonna say, spiders are pretty menacing.
Pretty menacing.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
what's for
Spider
dinner?
got me the
There's
other
I was
day.
getting ready to
first
run
question,
away,
guys.
you know?
what's for dinner tonight? That's our first
Right, I'm
question.
back, everyone.
I've already
Oh.
eaten for the day, so...
We can hear you stream, Ren.
Yeah, we've got a cheering noise. coming
What's
through.
for dinner? Ooh, I don't know.
Is this the
That's a-
level we're
Sorry
going
about that.
down here to 29?
Okay, I'm having
think so,
pizza
yeah.
tomorrow, right? So like, what's your favorite pizza combo? Mine is
Pepperoni.
like barbecue sauce, diced chorizo, chili beef, chili cheese, and bacon.
Did you
Oh,
say
good.
chorizo?
Yeah, I can't
Chorizo.
say
It's
Chorizo.
many
Italian.
words.
It's Italian chorizo. It's
Chorizo?
Italian chorizo.
Chorizo.
That
A
sounds
little
good.
bit of
Yeah.
chorizo.
I'm a pretty
Next to
basic
the
guy.
oregano.
I like
Next
I
to
like
oregano.
pepperoni and sausage. Italian sausage.
That's so weird.
I'm a deluxe guy. Like,
Yeah,
put
I'm a
everything
deluxe
on
guy
there.
too. Yep.
Yeah.
yep.
works,
Supreme,
sometimes
deluxe,
they call
whatever.
it.
No, I
Put
like
everything on
meats
there, yeah.
Too. The more
Everything
animals,
on
the
there?
Better, I'd say.
Everything except for like anchovies and stuff.
Yeah.
You should all be jailed.
Do you have
I
like
sometimes throw a little jalapeno on my pizza. It's pretty good.
jalapeno?
Jalapeno.
Steal
Love
my
it.
stuff, Hypno. I say that. You know that, buddy.
What?
A bit of
No, I've been saying jalapeno for forever.
Uh-huh.
How many more
Mhm.
Ren,
Yeah,
what's the combo?
I think
man?
that's an out western thing because I heard that in New Mexico for the first time back in.
Oh, they stole it from
the
Jevin, obviously.
Yeah, they called it jalapeno.
There is only one valid pizza in my estimation. That is a fire baked, thin crust margarita mozzarella pizza with pesto and basil, and that's it.
Margarita.
Ooh. So I was gonna ask, like, does
High
anyone
quality
else
cheese.
have
High quality tomato base, high quality dough, Parmesan cheese on shavings on top. Done.
You gotta be
This is a
careful
real
with the
pizza.
pesto though. I once had a pesto pizza, but they put way too much pesto on it,
That's-
and it was
Pesto's
not
That's what I was about to say. Like,
Yeah, pesto can ruin it.
yeah.
you can get barbecue sauce on pizza. You can also get pesto ones as well. Does anyone
Barbecue sauce
prefer-
should be nowhere near a pizza.
Nope. I
Xisuma,
100%
you're an
agree.
animal. You're an animal.
Oh man,
No, I
I'm
disagree.
hooked on
Dude,
on the
barbecue chicken pizza is really good. I don't care
barbecue
what you
pizza's
say.
good.
I can't.
I don't touch barbecue. I
If
can't
there's
do it.
barbecue on the menu, I have to have it.
Ugh, gross.
Like, tomatoes classic, but I just love the barbecue one. Dude,
I like
best
food
pizza
cooked
ever?
on the grill, but like barbecue sauce is like the most vile thing I've ever.
No, you've had just bad barbecue sauce then. What's wrong with you?
Maybe
What?
I don't know.
I
but
mean, I was gonna say there's a lot of different varieties of barbecue sauce. If you came out here, I bet if we gave you a sampler of like 5 or 6, you'd be like, yeah, 4 of these are terrible, but at least one of them is different enough that I like it.
Maybe.
Who's had New York pizza? Like
I
from
have.
New
I
York?
have.
I've never been to New York.
I've
so...
never been to New York, but I've had. So, in Ohio, there are 3 brothers that are from New York that own a pizza place called the Flying Pizza,
Interesting.
and it's like super authentic New York pizza, and it's like the best stuff ever.
Do they get the
Yeah.
tap water shipped in?
Nice.
Because one of the things that makes New York pizza distinct is that the water is sourced from the Catskill Mountains.
That's what I heard. People said it was in the water.
Yeah, New York City is considered to have some of the best tap water in the world because of the way that they source it and
Interesting.
treat it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the pizza here, the Dayton's like food scene is actually pretty solid. Like lots of really good, mom and pop pizza places, and it's not just all chain pizza. It's really good stuff. So
Nice.
Hey,
Okay,
Cub,
what's
you got a
the
fan
weirdest
there right
thing?
behind you.
What's the weirdest thing that
Sorry.
that all of you have ever eaten? The
I'm sorry,
weirdest
what's the
thing.
question?
Oh,
What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
thing you've
Ooh.
ever
I've eaten
I don't
octopus.
even- I've had ostrich, but it wasn't weird. It was fine. It was good. Like I've
I'm
had
just gonna
kangaroo.
bow out of this one
That
'cause
was
I'm the most
good.
picky eater of all
But
time.
like that's the thing
so-
though is like I didn't eat them and go, oh man, this tastes weird. I was like, oh man, this tastes good. You know what I mean?
This tastes like chicken.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Oh yeah, we had gator one time, and my dad was
Is
like,
that
really
a
disappointed
fact?
'cause
You smack your face into it.
my dad was
I had a
disappointed
front
'cause he's
seat
like,
view of that.
you know, this gator tastes a lot like chicken, but the chicken costs half as much. So, you know, what was the point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Valid.
You know,
I think
like,
I've had
yeah,
escargot. That might be the weirdest thing, or maybe like
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
snail.
escargot
escargot.
is pretty
It's cooked
strange.
snail.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Escargot. It sounds like you're talking racing or something. Escargot.
Look at that cargo.
Yeah.
Cargo.
I've
That's
not
what I was
had anything
hearing.
Weird because I'm a super picky eater, and I'm not gonna mess with that. So.
In South Africa, we eat big worms.
Ooh.
Y'all weird,
They're like
bro.
very large caterpillars that you eat.
Are they
taste a
wiggling?
bit like no, they're dried.
Okay.
They taste a bit like peanut butter. They're actually quite nice, but
Oh man, I love peanut
insects
butter.
have like a weird insect flavor that's very insecty.
Have you ever had
Ren's
an
got
insect
that,
sandwich?
Ren's got that Simone and Pumbaa special going on. from
Yeah,
Lion King.
exactly. It's a little bit like that. Yes, that worm that Pumbaa slurps up. A little bit
Wiggly
like this.
yet satisfying, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Slimy yet satisfying.
Yo, slimy. Yeah, yeah.
I think I've had alligator, but nothing else like super exotic. You know.
What's the most expensive thing you've eaten?
I don't even know.
Expensive
Yeah, I have
thing.
no idea.
Never
I've had,
thought about that.
Like I would say probably a steakhouse for me. Like it was like maybe $200 steak. So
Wow.
Oh wow.
The most
Yeah.
that was, like, a
expensive thing.
once-in-a-lifetime
Was it like
thing.
Wagyu or something? Jeez.
Pretty close to it. It was like a really high quality filet mignon.
Was it good?
Oh, it was so good. I don't really eat steak either, but and it's not that I don't like steak. I'm a
I
weirdo.
love steak.
So okay, I like steak, but I cannot have pink raw food at anything. It's just a visual thing. I can't eat it. I
Fair.
refuse to eat steak because it's such a good cut of meat. And
Oh,
You know what, Jeff?
I
I,
get that,
respect
yeah.
that. We couldn't be friends if you were eating.
oh boy, my internet. Do I sound laggy,
the
chat?
proper way, so. But
I
What was
respect
that,
that,
X? I couldn't hear you. You were sounding laggy there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my computer.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, no, like,
No,
like
you sound
you
fine.
went very choppy, and my chat
Yeah.
said it was laggy,
Ah.
and I wasn't sure if they were
Oh.
hearing what I was
see, I see.
hearing. Anyway, I figured out what's causing it again,
what?
and I will fix it,
Yeah.
and
No,
it
I
should all
just-
be good now.
I don't want to waste it. It feels wrong. Some animal sacrificed its life for me to have it cooked well done when it deserves to be cooked better than that. It's just wrong. So I won't eat it.
I like it, Jeff. I like it.
Yeah, so
I can
the
respect
question
that.
was like, what was the most expensive thing you've eaten?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, well, anything that I've been eating lately.
Oh yeah.
That's
So I don't,
true,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't
Jeez.
splash out, and like inflation, well, that's the thing. So,
Yeah, food has become so expensive. It's quite scary.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like in the US, but in England, I would say that it's like. I
feels
don't
like
think
it's
it's
getting
doubled
close to
in
doubled.
price.
Yeah, doubled.
It's getting
there.
close though. It's
Some
getting
stuff
close
is
to double
doubling.
though.
It's same
Yeah.
area. It's
Yeah.
pretty expensive.
Crazy. Oh, I had a question for you Americans about your neighbors
Okay.
in
Canadians?
particular,
Canada or
Um,
Mexico?
because I had a strange passive aggressive run-in with a neighbor a couple days ago when I left my house to go walking.
Oh, you mean your actual neighbors? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I actually
Yeah.
really like my neighbors. This is the first time that I moved somewhere, and then as I'm walking around, I kept running into people I already knew. I was like, this is so neat.
Yeah, so I left my house to go for a walk, and one of my neighbors who lives just down the road from me. And in England, here outside of the cities, you generally live in these sort of suburban settings, I suppose, like where there's an estate of maybe like 50 to 100 houses, right? That has been built on like an old bit of farmland or something like this, if you can imagine it like this.
Yeah.
I think in America, you guys have similar things also, these kind of suburbs in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's a lady just down the road, and I said hello and good morning, and we had a bit of a chat. And at some point, she basically said something like, it's very nice to see that a lot of the gardens have been getting attention now that the sunshine is coming back, but I have noticed that some of them have not. And she sort of
Oh.
looked.
Shots
I have
fired.
like a very small little lawn in front of my house, like with a little flower bed. And I will admit it's a bit all over the place, but it's been raining and cold. So I haven't been out there to mow it yet or to sort the flowers out. But she very passively aggressively suggested that my garden was like letting the
Dude,
neighborhood
you should have been
down.
like, you're welcome to come over and cut the grass.
Does this sort of thing happen in America? Is gardening
It
or like
does it does
because
happen
because here in
America,
England,
but it
like
doesn't happen to me
people
because I'm doing that apartment life.
In England,
happens.
people gardens are like very big, especially out of the cities. Like people really take pride in their gardens, but not only their own gardens, like the gardens of others too. They seem to be
Yeah.
quite obsessed
Yeah,
with.
the
Is this the same in
neighborhood.
the US?
The main thing in the U.S. is like sometimes it's like that, but for my brother, his neighbor was like pissed at my brother because my nephew Colin threw a football into his yard. So for some people, it's more stay off their space than anything. So at least from my experience, like some people are like really like, hey, fix your lawn, but some people are like, hey, stay away from me. So
I mean, I asked this because, you know, you guys also have access to some weapons and stuff. So someone comes over to you to say, and it catches you on a bad day, you know, like, fix your lawn, bud. And you're like, well, fix this.
Yeah,
know?
I don't think it would ever.
It's not like-
come
That's,
Usually
down.
it's
that's
not
what
like
it.
that.
That's how America is portrayed in movies and
it's
TV
not
shows
like that at
sometimes.
all. So,
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
it's
That's a
not
little
that
bit how
bad.
it's shown in movies.
I don't
Yeah,
know
Ren, if you think that's how Americans act, tread
Yeah.
lightly.
Yeah. So, listen, I can answer this. I think Hypno can probably do it too. But I am a gun owner. I own a firearm, and I carry and conceal with safety within a law. That's my given right. I'm allowed to do that. But what you're saying, Ren, would even so in America, most states and cities, if you pull your firearm out and you don't do anything with it, you're going to jail. You
Right.
cannot do anything in a threatening manner. Matter of fact, even if you were to use it, in some cases, you probably still would go to jail because it has to be a life or death situation. It's something that saves you from dying, basically. So you can get in a lot of serious trouble. If you do
Right,
that
you
type
can't
of
just
stuff.
flap your
So,
pistol
no,
around
yeah,
willy-nilly.
Exactly.
Can't
Yep.
just be like, big D energy because I got a gun. You have to be
Yep.
real careful about that.
Yeah, that only happens in the movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when you take the classes for that stuff, that's like one of the first things they tell you. It's like, don't be an idiot and do that.
Yeah.
You'll go to jail. So.
Well, it's one of the things that I love most. I mean, there's a lot of things that I love about England, but one of the things I love most is the passive aggressiveness of the English, because the English, although they are quite good at a ruck, you know, did win 2 wars and all that, they don't like conflict very much. So their conflict is usually with their words, you know, with these sort of things. Like, I've noticed that some of the gardens have not been kept very well. This is what I love about the English. It's they're so good at this sort of passive aggressive behavior. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Whereas I would think in the States, you guys are a little bit more, you get to the point, you know, like,
Y'all ain't got a lawnmower, do you? Because it seems like you're living like you don't.
like I remember when I first moved to England and started working I worked in an international team with Americans, and one of the first things that I noticed about Americans that really struck me as odd was the email etiquette is so different to the UK.
It's Mike Copper.
So, for example,
Mike Hopper,
in England,
who?
when you write an email to somebody, it's very dear. So, if I was writing a formal work email to Xisuma, it'd be, Dear Xisuma, I hope you're doing well and have had a great weekend so far, and looking forward to a great week
Oh,
next week.
who was that?
That was me. I was asking for
And
more
then you
food.
would carry on with the
Yeah.
email. But in America, when I was emailing Americans, what I
It's straight to
first
the
noticed
point.
about Americans is that there is no fluff. There is no hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you've had a great weekend. It's just, we're here to work. This email is a work email. There is no need for the frivolity of talking about your weekends or the weather. Just get to the point. And at
Exactly.
first I was like a little bit insulted by this, because I was always taught that I must sign off my emails and you know, be kind or whatever in the emails. But really, at the end of the day, this is all just fluff that you don't mean. It's all just superfluous nonsense that you're just writing for no reason. And if you wanted to have a personal chat with them, then you do that. But if it's a work email, it's a work email, and get on with it.
Yep.
And yeah, this is one of the things that I first discovered about Americans, that at first I didn't like, but afterwards I was like, this is actually awesome.
We get to the point. That's our shtick.
Yeah, exactly. Just get to it. If you're working, you're working, you know. Don't ask me how my weekend was.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, by the way?
It's been great then so far, thank you. Is it weekend? I've lost
Yeah,
track. I don't
Saturday,
even know what
man.
day it is.
It is Saturday.
Saturday.
It is Saturday, yeah. It is Saturday.
Saturday, Catterday.
Yeah, that's
Saturday, Catterday.
we don't really beat around the bush. We're impatient here, so that's kind of the reason I'd say. Kind of like
Well, I mean, it probably explains the massive success of your history, right? Like when you need to turn a desert into a city, there is no time to talk about the weekend.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Very true.
I definitely want to visit London and everything. I haven't ever been anywhere like that before,
It's
so it'd be really nice.
amazing, Jeff. Yeah, I
It
went
is
to see
awesome.
my fiance and visit my fiance's family because it's like, hey, I'm taking this one to America. Maybe you should at least talk to me 1 or 2 times first, so it doesn't seem like creepy or weird, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. I spent the whole week just going to different pubs, talking to our friends and family. It was like we
Nice.
did a little bit of touristy stuff, but just hanging out with people and spending time with people from another country was amazing. I really
Nice.
recommend it.
Yeah, it's on the bucket list.
Yeah, England's a fascinating country because London is basically its own country. It's a incredibly diverse society, and England outside of London is very different. So, like the England that you might think that you might know, you know, with castles and posh British people and so on. Like this is not England. This is not London. London is like a little bit like New York, right? Or Toronto. Like it's quite modern and cosmopolitan. If you want to see the real England, you've got to come out to the countryside where the castles are and stuff. And it's a completely
Well,
different experience.
I was gonna say when I think of like England and London and just all of that, never being there, but like seeing things portrayed, I think a long driveway with a hedge on the side of it with trees and just a big grass field with some sheep. That's my
Yeah.
thought of London or England when I think of what it is. So
That's super interesting. Yeah, that's certainly how it is where I live, but
Yeah.
it definitely not how it is in London.
yeah,
I've been-
I kind of assumed London was like a more cityscape. So
I've
Yeah.
been up and down the country, and I think it's a little bit like America in a way where like each state is kind of like its own country, right?
yeah,
You know, different accents and stuff. Like if you just start going north, the accents change. You know, there's a fair bit of diversity. Even though we're like the size of Florida, it's like there's.
I was about to ask that because
Well, I mean,
I've
even
seen
Florida
a,
is wildly different in the Panhandle versus like Miami
Yeah.
versus the
I've
swamps.
seen a
I
TikTok
guess so, yeah.
where this guy was talking about the driving distances in London from top to bottom. How long would it take you to drive it?
I don't
What,
know
is this
because
without
usually you
traffic
use
or
the
with traffic?
M25 and go around, and
So
that can be
let's
like
say-
an hour if
let's
it's
say-
quiet.
Let's say a Saturday afternoon.
If you were to drive straight through from top to bottom, you would have to drive through the suburbs, and it's going to
Okay.
take on a Saturday maybe 2 or 3 hours because the traffic is really terrible.
So
Um,
the huge difference between the states and anything overseas like that is the drive time. 2 to
Yep.
3 hours for anybody in the United States is kind of a common thing sometimes. Like for example, the state of Texas, you're gonna take 10 to 12 hours to get across it. It's huge.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but-
yep, exactly. I mean, look, London, the city is only, you know, like the inner city is only maybe 10 to 15 miles across.
Yeah.
It's tiny, right? Like compared to like LA, which is probably like the size of England. Like the whole country is like the size of one American city, you know?
Oh yeah. No.
That's
that-
what I
like,
find amazing about America.
America, we love our road trips, right? Where we are drivers. That's what we do.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, the amount of times I've heard an American talk about driving somewhere and then being like, you know, I was driving for like 10 or 12 hours, and I'm like, what? Because over here, it's like, you know, you can get from the top to the bottom of the country in like 5 to 6 hours, you know? So yeah, just the amount of driving you lot do is insane.
Yeah, I drove once from Montana, which is like on the Canadian border, to Las Vegas, which is southwest. It's not quite the other end of the country, and that was like a 12 and a half, 13-hour drive.
See, I would personally love it because I love driving. Driving is one of my favorite things. And what I'm very sad about is the fact that manual transmissions are on the way out, and this makes me very, very sad. I will drive manual until that vehicle is pried from my cold, dead fingers.
Who here knows how to
Until the
drive
government
manual?
tells me I'm not
I
allowed to
drive
drive
manual.
manual anymore, I will drive manual.
My first car was a manual, so I know how, but it's been probably 15 years since I've driven a manual. So.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not
so
a
fun.
common thing in America.
My
Like,
last
I
car
know.
was, or my last 3 cars I think were manual. I really enjoyed
Really?
it.
Wow.
Yep.
I learned to drive on a manual when I was first starting, but then never really used one since. So
Yeah,
if I
it's
was
kinda the
renting a
same.
car, I would not trust myself with an unfamiliar vehicle trying that.
I think
Yeah,
you get like
very
an
true.
elevated sense of control over the vehicle with manual.
Yeah.
It's just so much nicer, like downshifting or whatever to slow down, or upshifting, whatever.
Yep. And you're interacting more. Like, it
Yeah.
feels...
It's more of an experience than just pressing the pedal and make you go.
See,
Yep.
I mean, as somebody who's always got a kid in the back seat, like I'm getting plenty of interactions as it is. Don't give me one more thing to keep track of, you know?
True, true. That makes sense.
It
don't think I could
becomes
drive
second
one
nature so
if I had
quick,
to.
though.
It really does.
See, I think you would be the prime candidate for it, Cub.
You think so? I really
you're,
don't think so.
You're a very articulate and intellectual dude. Like,
I actually hate driving with passion.
oh
Me
really?
too.
Okay.
I just don't
So-
enjoy it at all.
Why, Cup?
It's just it's kind of a waste of time. I think. It just takes a long time to get.
Are you the kind of guy who likes to just listen to a record of music? You know, because like if you like
No.
listening to music, that
No.
pairs really well with driving. Like,
No, I'm not. that
Yeah.
type of person.
Because I think if you're into music, driving's a bit easier because it's like all of the driving sort of becomes a bit more automated and you can really listen to a record. When I first learned to
Yeah,
drive, I
that
used to
helps.
go drive around at night, just like, you know, I didn't have anywhere to go, I was just practicing, but I would put on records and like I immensely enjoyed them, you know, because
Nice.
you could give like a ton of your attention to it.
I think that's
Otherwise,
one
I'd
reason
hate
why I
driving.
like,
If it weren't for
I think
music,
that's
I'd hate
one-
driving.
I think it's one of the reasons why I like Magic the Gathering so much is because not you know, I play local game store stuff sometimes, but not a lot. I play tournaments, and these tournaments are typically hour to 2 hours away. So for me, it's more the experience of going to a new city, playing in a new store, eating
Yep.
new food. That's what you know, don't get me wrong, I love Magic and I love the competitive nature of it, but I also really, really enjoy, you know, stopping at a gas station in a new city and, you know, all those things. Like, and that's, you know, I like driving. It's fun.
It's
I do
because
have a-
it's because it gives you a lot of like novelty then, like a new,
Yeah,
it's
and
associated with
there's
new
something to
experience.
do. Yeah, new experiences and meeting new people, playing a game, and you know, maybe stopping at a, you know, a family food place or, you know, whatever. You know, and I do have my limits. If I'm gonna go play a tournament, it has to be less than a 2-hour drive one way. And if it's any further, I won't go. But, you know, like I have some set limits for myself. But I really enjoy getting out of the house, meeting new people, and all of those things attached to that as well as the game. So,
But like,
That's
if there
understandable.
were good train coverage
oh, I would totally
between,
take it.
like, because that's the thing is like every time I'm driving, I hate driving inside the city. Nashville has just terrible traffic.
Yeah.
But so I really have the car to open up moving beyond Nashville because I can take a bus anywhere in Nashville and be fine. But
Yeah.
it's just like the car is so that I could go to a tournament in Wisconsin or something like that. And that there's no good trains. There's not a great airport near where the tournament's held up there. That sort of thing. It's like you really need a car. So that's what I like about having a car is the certain opportunities it opens up for me. But I would really prefer that we just had better train coverage or even.
I'm
just
the
better
same
bus
way, Joe.
coverage.
Yeah.
Trains
Like
are
I would
great.
rather take a Greyhound. Like a lot of people hate the Greyhound. I would rather take a Greyhound than drive. The big problem that a lot of Greyhound routes have though is it's like, oh, there's a huge, really long stopover here, where it's just like the places I'm trying to get to aren't effectively connected by their network, so I end up not doing it. But when I was going back and forth to Memphis a lot, I was taking the Greyhound, and that was easy. because that's
I'm,
just like one major city over, and they're perfect for like 1 3-hour trip to one major city over. You're done. Easy.
I really like public transport. You know, going on trains, like a little adventure. Going to some
As long as
place.
it's like quality public transport, but the U.S. really struggles with that. So.
Yeah, over
Well, the
here
US
it's
is
pretty
just
decent.
so big. It's almost
Yeah.
impossible, right?
But even
Well,
even
yeah.
in a lot of cities, it's still not.
I don't think
great.
it's impossible. I think it's like an industry thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm,
mean,
No.
Nashville's really trying to increase their bus routes and improve their busing stuff. That was one of the big things that our latest mayor basically won the election on, because
Yeah, that's good.
people want it here because
Oh, Cub.
driving is hell. It
Where are
just
they?
sucks
I can
here.
hear them. I think they're above us.
Thing is, cross-country rail is not as
Are they?
as simple as you
Uh.
think, right? Like a rail line that is 1,000 miles long
it
is an
right here?
incredibly long strip of track you have to maintain. And if anything goes wrong at any point on that railway line, the whole system shuts down, right? Like it's very
Found-
difficult to maintain this, like a
They're-
long distance rail.
They're outside.
We
the
got it here in the
thing
UK,
up
and
there.
it's.
No,
alright.
we don't.
What do you mean by long distance then?
Like a 13-hour prep like line. Or a 20-hour line. Like the longest line we've got is like London to Glasgow,
Yeah.
which is nothing compared to America, right? Like a
Yeah, I
line that
guess
goes
so, yeah.
across America is an incredibly long.
The thing is though
distance.
is it's
That
not
would take
it's
you 2
not
to 3
like
days.
it's not like one rail with nothing next to it. Like the rails would go to population centers, and then people who worked at the
Yeah.
population centers would maintain stretches of the rail, right?
Mhm.
I think the problem in the US is just that the automobile industry pushed cars so much, and now you have
Hmm.
a car-centric infrastructure. It makes it difficult to change
Yeah.
people's habits and to bring in a different mode of transport.
Yep.
Dang it.
Yep.
My
Hey,
electric
I'm
just
I'm
died.
with you
Gotta
though,
find some
X.
coal.
Like for me, when I go to these tournaments and I play these magic things, half the fun is like listening to music on the way there, curating a playlist, and just exploring new music. I am probably about as much into music as you are.
Oh, I don't know about that, Jevin.
So
I'm
Don't know about that.
sure that's true.
We
I,
can
I
connect
can't.
to
I
music
can't
though?
exist. If
Oh,
I ever go
notes.
deaf, I will just off myself.
yeah, no, if I'm not talking in a video, I'm listening to music, and I listen to literally everything all the time as much as I possibly can, and I have a pretty solid music background and history of knowledge.
Nice.
So for me, like without music, I'm gonna lose my mind.
That's
So-
how I feel.
'cause
Yeah.
I have a lot of moods, and music
Yeah, you do.
really helps me calm down. So
Do you like music that calms you down, as in like ambient sort of stuff as well? No.
no,
Okay.
Just
I-
like if I'm
I got-
feeling a certain way, certain songs.
I got a
make me
song
feel
that you should
good.
give a go though. If you
So,
like music, right? This song called "Weightless" by Morocco Union or something, right? Like I've always loved ambient music and found it
Mhm.
to be really soothing and calming. In like you're feeling anxious and you can put on this music and feel a bit better somehow. And then
Yeah.
they did a bunch of like actual studies, and they used this guy's song, and they found that the way the music is, it actually calms down most people by like 50% or something. Like they measured their vitals.
Yeah.
And to anyone listening as well, it's Marconi Union. Someone put it in my chat. Song is Weightless. Like it's on Spotify. Give it a listen and like see if you feel a calming effect from it. And if you do, like just bookmark it for like a day when you need something like that. You know.
Hashtag sponsored.
And another thing that I want to point out is like you always you do those music reviews and I read them.
Oh, awesome.
And it's one of the things that I relate to that is that I love deep diving into music, not just artists that I know, but I often ask friends like, hey, what are you listening to? So
Yeah.
I can try to find new stuff. And throughout the last 2 years, I've like fully listened to like Kesha and like Adele and just these people that I've never considered listening to in the past. Like not so much, but like there's so much incredible music out there if you just look past the popular songs. And for me,
Even
like,
pop
it's-
music's pretty good,
yeah.
you know.
No. I absolutely love pop music. Just saying, but more than anything, like artists, they put so much effort into telling a story within their album, and that story is kind of the better part of it. So Like there's a lot of songs on certain albums that I like that probably nobody would ever listen to just because it's not mainstream. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
know all about
so
listening
much,
to niche
so-
music, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if your ventures have taken you to Bandcamp, but Bandcamp is like the equivalent of going to like a vinyl store back in the day and flicking through, and like it serves so many niches, like just obscure sounds.
There's a zombie spawner here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're keeping that.
Nice.
That's why there's so many.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, I've got-
My recent listenings have been Billy Joel.
Nice.
And then I was also listening to a pop group that originated on YouTube called Carmen. And then
Did they do? I feel like I saw like a ballet or an opera with Carmen.
maybe. And then also some older Atreyu. So some metal in there too.
Nice.
I see. Yeah.
I've been kind of light lately on the listening stuff. Like I've sort of cleared because I used to have like a really long list of records, and for this season I wanted to like focus more on playing on Hermitcraft. So I've kind of cleared my schedule quite a bit at the moment, so I don't have too much on.
Nice.
But I've been listening to Spirit Box, who
Nice.
are like quite hyped up and talked about in the metal community, and I listened to their record like years ago, and it totally didn't do it for me. I could give it another try, and this time it's totally clicked, and I'm like really digging it. So like it's nice when
they found
when it clicks.
Loglands.
Sounds awesome.
Okay, I got a question inspired by the whole Mumbo video of people playing things weird, playing Minecraft in weird ways.
Let's hear it.
So, I would like to know what weird YouTube rabbit holes you all go down. I will start to give you an idea of what my question means. I recently discovered the world of competitive Risk.
I've seen that
Risk.
one. I've seen
That's
that. Yeah.
amazing.
Yep. And there is one particular Risk player called Pete, who I discovered about 5 months ago. so.
There's so many zombies here, I might die.
His whole name is just Pete. That's amazing.
What?
I love
Yeah,
the
well-
show Pete, and this is like a third one.
Yeah, his channel is called the Kill Pete Strategy. He's one of the he's like there's a digital version of Risk that was put out by Hasbro, and he's been pioneering like tournaments and stuff, trying to make an actual competitive Risk scene, and he's done it to some success. The last tournament he held had like a $2,000 first place or whatever.
Nice.
But like I've gotten into competitive online Risk in a very weird way, so much so that it's what I have to watch every night before I go to sleep. That's the current YouTube rabbit hole that I am down. Now your turn.
I did something like that in the pandemic with chess, and like every night before I go to bed, I'd watch like a couple of classic chess matches with this guy like explaining all the moves and all the potential moves and stuff. Like
That's
that
cool.
was a rabbit hole I went down pretty
I
hard a
got
while
a good
ago.
one. So I have two of them right now. The first one is Bushcraft.
Oh, I
There's a
love
channel
it.
Specifically, My Self-Reliance. This guy worked in the city, decided to go out into nature and build a log cabin, and he's been doing it ever since. And he's like a really stand-up guy, and his content is good. So there's a few other bushcraft channels that are really good, but My Self-Reliance is the first one. And then the second one is Competitive Tetris.
Ooh, juicy.
Yeah.
Competitive Tetris is the coolest thing I have ever seen. It's a 1v1 setup. They play up on old school TVs with NES controllers, and they've like developed these tapping strategies to like hyper tap and hyper roll, and they've like just recently beat Tetris, which has not ever been done before. Like they go so high up, like million+ score, and then they get to these levels where the game glitches, and they've been trying to get higher scores than each other and just pushing the meta as fast as they possibly can, and it's so crazy. This guy, it's like Cheese something, he developed this this method of hitting the buttons where you bounce the controller on your finger and you can like quad tap within one hit, and it like rolls the pieces, and it's like the newest strategy, and it's like, dude, it's actually insane how these people get into it, and like I totally understand it because it's so cool looking. Like it's amazing.
That sounds amazing, dude.
Yeah. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
On the bushcraft one, have you seen the Outdoor Boys?
I don't like that channel.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
So there's a guy named Outsider 1, and those bushcraft boys copied every single one of his videos for the better part of 2 years.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know
and
that.
it was just like that intro where he throws the axe into the wood stump. Like that was the Outsider doing that first. And so the Outsider is another great channel. Him and his father built a log cabin in the Canadian wilderness, and his father eventually passed away, so he finished it. But it's like the best craftsmanship you'll ever see. So, but
Cup, what YouTube black holes are you in, good sir?
I watch a lot of video essays on things.
Video essays.
So,
okay,
for
go
instance,
on.
like when Jevin was talking about the Tetris, there was like a video essay about the world record progression of the Tetris world record, like the high score world
Okay,
record.
you have to explain what a video essay is.
Like Veritasium, right?
I don't know
Video
what-
Similar-
essays.
similar
that's
to
just-
that,
that's just Latin
similar
for
to that.
truth? What does
I don't know what that
Veritasium
means.
mean?
There's a
Similar to
whole
that. It's-
scene
it's-
on
it's
YouTube.
It's basically
called-
just like a longer version of, a longer explanation of events and things.
what's that guy's name? Because I think I've seen that same channel before.
There's one-
The popular guy.
There's one, Carl Jobst is who I've been watching a little bit of.
Yeah.
Oh, Cub,
does a
I
lot
was
of-
in one of his videos.
Yeah, Joe, I told you about that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
the video you shot at, what was it?
Music City Multicon, yeah.
Yeah, that was used with the Billy Mitchell thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been watching those types of things.
Cool.
Yeah, they call it
Video
like
essays.
edutainment, right?
Yeah, on just a number of topics like movies,
I love that sort of content too. I watched a lot
history of
that.
nations, a whole bunch of like history stuff and speedrunning stuff, and yeah, just whatever interests
Awesome.
me. So yeah.
Joe, what weird stuff have you been watching? I'm scared to ask.
So I was gonna say, a lot of the stuff I watch that would be on YouTube like this is also available in podcast form, and I usually listen to the podcast because I don't have a lot of time in front of screens when I'm not working. So, but it's all mostly pinball podcasts. Some of them about history of pinball, some of them about how to make your own machines. Because the project that I did in Minecraft last season, the Deep Field Space Telescope themed pinball machine, I'm actually building in real life. I've got the playfield in my studio next to me now. I was showing it on screen earlier when you messed up your screen. And yeah, there's a lot of great podcasts about how to build your own pinball stuff. And so that's been my rabbit hole.
Nice. That sounds
Nice.
super cool.
Does anybody here listen to stories on YouTube at all? I like
I
scary
listen to
stories
books
a
on
lot.
tape, but not YouTube.
There's this whole genre of video creators on YouTube that just only do scary stories. My favorite is Mortis Media, and it's just a black screen and him narrating stories, and I can listen to these things for hours, dude.
Are they
I can't-
original stories or are they?
It's like user submitted, so
Okay,
grain of salt. But sometimes they're super long, super detailed. Some are super short. It's like user submitted. Most of the time they're compilations, so he'll do 30 scary stories or 12 hours of scary stories, and it is quite literally something that just gets me through the day sometimes. Just listening to these things, it's quite the amazing experience to listen to. So
I listened to a story about her name's Anise, I think, or something. This German girl in the 70s who claimed to be like possessed by a demonic spirit and stuff. And like the story was told with like recordings of her like shouting when she's telling you that like Satan is inside her and all this sort of stuff.
yeah.
Like one big detail about like the story though is that it was like right after The Exorcist had come out. And
Oh yeah.
and so they kind of psych eval was that she had mental illness issues, but she didn't want to be diagnosed with them, so she kind of like in her head constructed this whole like being possessed narrative and whatnot.
Crazy.
That was on like a horror podcast type thing.
I love scary stories. Mr. Baldwin's really good too. I'm sure most people know who he is, but he's
Maybe
a
not.
narrator
Like one of the things about the internet is
I've
it's
never heard
just
of this guy.
I've never
yeah,
heard of
it's
him,
Is he
full
related
of
to Alec Baldwin?
Mr. Ballin is a narrator on YouTube. I think he's a Marine Corps veteran. There's a lot of like in-depth story recoveries and things like that. And it's really cool done. He's probably the most popular one, but the channels that I listen to, mostly just Mortis Media.
Oh.
He's a dude from the UK, and he just narrates over black screens, and it's normally like with rain sounds, and it's so freaking therapeutic. Like listening to somebody get haunted with some rain, like I can go for that.
Get haunted.
I love recording and streaming with my windows open. I want to live somewhere that I can have like an awning over a window so I can keep the window open during the rain. Like that's just one of my favorite things. If I had like a proper balcony that was covered, I would stream on the balcony every day.
Oh yeah,
I love outdoor sounds like that.
for sure. I also like car games as well. Like
Hypno, did you mention the black holes that you've been in?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not. Oh.
Would you like to share?
A lot of the stuff that I
Yeah.
usually watch on YouTube is like people making stuff.
Like what?
So there is a YouTuber out there named Michael Cthulhu who will make video game weapons, like say the big Buster sword or whatever from Final Fantasy VII. Like he makes it just out of steel and has a complete workshop. Like it's legit high quality, really heavy stuff. Like I don't know, I
Wow.
find like people making stuff like that is just really interesting.
You would like a channel called Duresta. He's a maker like that, and he's made stuff for like really popular people. Like he made a guitar that was an AK-47 shape, and he's like really hands-on type of guy. I'll have to link it to you. He's got a lot of good videos.
Yeah, I'd watch like Tested Adam.
Hey, let's take a moment here to thank people over the last probably, I don't know, hour. Yep, over an hour since I dropped out just to say thank you. So if you're still here, I get to say thank you. So thanks for sticking around. AC Intuck, 10 months of support. Incredible stuff. Sholv Orak is here for 7 months. It's Wally is here with a Prime. Lucky Tiger Kitten is here for 70 months. Yelik for 4. Dat Dude OJ has subscribed. Matsubu's here for 63 months. Harmonic Fury here with a Prime. Estrad Josh with the Prime as well. We also had a donation from Chalice Puma Sway saying the car-centric US decision was made a long time ago when FDR saw how vulnerable rail lines were during the war. US cars were a war decision. I won't get too into that. I've heard that story, but I've heard it explained from other narratives as well, but it's always nice to hear a different perspective, I guess. Hey, gifted subs coming in. That dude OJ, thank you for subscribing and gifting subs as well. Cyan Mine, As Far As It Goes, Q the Mimikyu, Virologic Nyan, Derpaless. Y'all been gifted subs, thank you so much. I don't think we're going down any deeper than this.
For 2.5
Hey, Ren.
hours of talking straight.
Yes.
I think we already reached the bottom, right?
Oh, we did?
Yeah, is
I
this
think
as
we're-
far
I
as
think
we're
this
gonna
is
go?
it.
I don't know. It's up to you, man. This is.
Oh, there's still a block floater. Got it.
I mean, we could if you wanted to go down a couple more layers. I guess it's up to all of y'all. Like y'all.
I don't care. I'm good.
I'm in no rush to go. I'm all set here.
Yeah.
Shall we
Well,
do
how-
one
I'm
more
just
batch?
fixing my
Yeah.
electric.
This is a lot of space,
Why
I need
value
to
is
go
that,
to
Ren?
the end real fast.
This is 25, which
Yeah.
feels like a nice round number to get to.
All right.
Xisuma, do you have enough diamonds for all this? You're paying by the block, right?
No, you're paying me, is what I said.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait a
every
minute.
block mined, 1 diamond. That sounds fair.
Hang on. Hang on. Stop the
I would say the
presses.
only other thing that I consume a lot of.
Oh, by the way, Badger Spanner, thank you for the cheers and bits. Saw Fight Star last night at Wembley. Popping in to thank you for getting me back onto them with Dive. Absolutely incredible gig. Sounds awesome. I wouldn't have mind seeing them actually. I didn't know they were playing live. But thank you for the biddies and thank you for all your support, peeps. We'll get back into it now.
Played with when I've traveled, like, are the ones that are like hosting and playing in these tournaments, and it's so much different than watching like when there's a baseball game on, like, or an NBA game. I didn't go to school with any of those guys. I don't know any of those people. But like with these pinball tournaments, I'm like, oh, I played with them at that event. Oh, and they came to Nashville one time. And oh, hey, that's actually somebody from Nashville who I play with every week who's up there. Oh, that's so cool. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I get excited watching other games besides just Minecraft like that.
I like watching.
Go ahead.
I like watching high-skilled They Are Billions runs.
What's
Oh,
I've never heard
that
of this
you
game.
the zombie
streamed that
game?
game like some years ago, and it kind of caught my attention. I always wanted to give it a try, but
It's amazing. It's
does
the
seem cool.
most incredible RTS survival game ever made. But it's ridiculously hard and unforgiving. And there's obviously, when you provide a game like this to humanity, like people will solve it, right? And
yeah.
and make and like do incredible things with it.
Has
It's
it
an
been
amazing
air
game,
quotes
like-
solved? Is it like people have figured it out, or
Yeah, like the developers have to keep making it harder.
wow?
And where it's at the moment is it's impossible for like any normal person to finish the like nightmare level runs of it. But it's an incredible game. If you guys have never tried it, you will all love it. It's
You
I think
said
I saw you
they
play
are
that one time
millions, or they are millions?
on
What was
stream.
it?
They Are Billions, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Red.
The idea is like a post-apocalyptic world, and you build up it like an RTS game, like Command and Conquer or StarCraft or whatever. Like you make your base, and then every 7 days, like a horde will attack you. So you have to
Nice.
keep developing your defenses. It's like a tower defense, but
Nice.
you make a base.
Oh, I think I've seen something like this. Okay, yeah. That
It's
sounds really
awesome. It's
cool.
got such awesome vibes, awesome graphics, awesome music. Like it's just a wonderful game.
I like obviously I like watching Minecraft, but Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 100% speedruns is my gig. That
I've,
and Minecraft speedrun.
Yeah, Minecraft speedruns. I watched a lot of those. A lot of those guys.
I've
those are fun.
realized that my body wants to get away from the computer.
Mhm.
I get like this after a few hours, and it just kind of hit me. So, like, I don't want to leave because you guys are here helping. So I think I'm just gonna end my stream, take a little break, and then come back. So
Sure.
Yeah, no
I'm still gonna be
problem. We're
here.
happy to help
Anyways,
as
I
long
think
as
we're
you
just-
need.
I think
Yeah.
we're just doing this one last layer anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it won't be long, but I just need a break.
Yeah.
I realized.
Sounds
And
good, man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thank you so
Sounds
much for
good,
helping
man.
out. I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Problem.
Oh,
Cheers, X.
gladly.
I won't be gone long.
Alright.
Chat. Callan Ledukes, thank you for the prime. Biblically acute lesbian, thank you for the prime as well. You know, I'll have a quick read of chat. Anything you want to say, just let me know before I go, because yeah, I absolutely just need to move out a little bit, get a drink, give my eyes a rest, and I'll be back here with the others. Obviously, going to send you over to Ren, so you can continue watching and all that cool stuff. Yeah, if you enjoyed it today, hit the follow button because I will be around tomorrow in the morning. I think I'm going to do a morning stream. Yeah, that was my plan. So I'll be back tomorrow morning unless I change my mind, I guess. If you want to go check out my music, by the way, Soulside Eclipse is the name. I'd love it if you took the time to go check it out. But yeah, otherwise stick around and I'll hand you over to Ren. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a great evening.